Hey, we're live here Saturday, November 11th, 2023. Happy Veterans Day. We're going to have some anglers from Lake Whitney, Texas jump on. That's going to be fun. And I've never been to Lake Whitney, so we're going to see how that goes today. Bryan and Dragon Masters are on right now. Once you're on, let's get any questions about today's event. We're just going to have some fun, do a little catfish and coffee. Live on the water. And hopefully we have a few of these guys jump in, so it's going to be fun. We'll get the comments open up. You can hear me. Fishing with Big Mike. What's going on, man? All right, while everybody's jumping on, I'm going to play a video that's important to me, important to the industry. It was a recap video of our Fishing for Freedom event that we, with Twisted Cat and a lot of other companies in the industry, help with. And that this year is going to be June 1st, and it's been going on for over 10 years. But this video kind of will showcase a little bit of what it's about and what it does, how it changes lives. And take a minute to watch this video, and then we'll get the morning started.
And when you Fishing for Freedom may have actually saved my life. It's kind of choke up about it. It's absolute truth. You know, it's and when you get on a gentleman's boat, you become family.
It's got me a hometown now. I have a new home in Quincy.
Sounds like a good day on life. Well, good. Did you have fun? Be back again? Fishing for Freedom.
The program that they do for the veterans here is above. It's just outstanding. From the World War II veteran to the Vietnam and to the Iraq, it is very outstanding. And as the young lady said, it is all about family. Family is number one. And when you get on a gentleman's boat, you become family. And the program is generated just for family.
My name is Louis Demers. I'm from Quincy, born here, raised, went World War II. I've met a real good friend. He's taken me fishing 4 times now, and this will be the 5th coming up. And we're looking forward to catching that big one like everybody else, you know. I think it's a great organization. It amazes me Quincy pulled off something like this. This is really it's big time.
So Lou and I met 2018 here at Fishing for Freedom. Took him out fishing. 94 years old. He crawled in and out of the boat better really than I did, and I hate to say that, but he caught the biggest fish, outfished me, and we've been fishing together ever since that year. So it's I don't think Lou really understands how much of an honor it is for me to take him out every year. So.
We have the banquet where we honor the warriors, and then we thank them for their service, give them a great meal.
We're going to have a banquet. We're going to take them out in the river. We're going to fish, and you're going to have a friendship for life. And that's what we ended up doing. And it's been growing exponentially for the last 13 years. It's up to, I think we have 300 soldiers this year, which is quite a feat for all the volunteers here that are participating.
Good day on life. Well, good. Did you have fun? Be back again?
This means a lot to me because it's got me a hometown now. I have a new home in Quincy. They helped me with getting an actual physical home. I went through some rough times a few years ago, and the people that I'd met through Fishing for Freedom somehow got me a house to live in. So I'm really grateful for Adam, Kyle, Glenn Sanders, Bob Haverman. I mean, everybody that is, they really are family to me, and I mean, it's, you know, blood thick at the water, all that. These people are absolute family for me and my other family, you know, my real family.
About 8 years ago, I got a chance to go to Fishing for Freedom. I didn't really know what it was, but I got a chance to go. I was so broke, believe it or not, that I took a train. Okay, and a local guy fishes catfish, Buddy Weisenberger, actually picked me up from the train station. Okay, that's how broke I was, and didn't have a car that was working to get here or nothing. And Fishing for Freedom paid for the hotel, all that. I got all my free stuff. First fishing pole in years since I was a kid, and first fishing tournament ever that I was ever a part of. And I'll be darned, we won the whole thing. Long and short of things, here it is years later. I'm celebrating 5 years clean and sober next month, okay, which is just mind-boggling. I took my own car here with my own boat and took a veteran out myself now, which is just amazing. You know, it's to be able to do that and to see it from the other side of things with the people on the side of the road with the flags and motorcycles. It's just absolutely just amazing event. Married, live in South Carolina, drove 1,000 miles to get here and hoping I can do it every year.
I've been doing this. This is my 3rd year with Lewis Jordan. Amazing event for all the warriors to get out and experience camaraderie, having fun, and your boater becomes like family, and you get to go fish with them even outside of this. My boater, Lewis Jordan, we go over to his home lake and go fishing, and also go camping with him other times throughout the year.
I've been to Fishing for Freedom every year. I've watched it grow from starting out with 60 warriors to about 300. I come every year just to, be able to fish, meet people, and show the appreciation from the community and all the hard work and efforts that everybody puts together for it.
Look forward to it every single year. It's nice to give back to some of the veterans, and plus I love to fish, so it's always a good time. These guys do a great job putting this together.
One thing positive can lead to 2, can lead to 3, can lead to a complete turnaround of your life. And, God willing, it can all come together. I really got to thank them for everything. Appreciate it.
Coming back every year. Hope you had a good time out there today on fishing. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your service. Get yourself parked. Come on back.
Yeah, that's a great event. An event that gives you purpose, gives you something to really look forward to, giving back. So, all right, we got Bryan on, Coia, and the world famous Skinny.
Yeah, as you say, enter at the bottom.
How's the fishing going?
It's been good.
Give me a define good.
We got fish in the box. That's good.
How many rods can you use at this tournament?
Do what?
How many rods can you guys use at this tournament?
We can use 10 rods in this tournament. So we have 8 planer boards going and 2 long lines.
Well, I don't even know if I have 10 rods.
We had to combine ours.
So you're dragging a bunch of boards. So it's a dragging lake where you can drag some baits?
Yeah, but you can drag most of what we've seen. We got here yesterday, and I hear a lot of people are anchoring. We don't see anything. We're playing bumper pool with striper guides.
It's a good striper lake too.
Apparently, I see
about 8 of them.
About 8 right around us right now.
Looks like Shay and Courtney are on. Let's see if I can get them.
Yeah, there's Shay.
What's up, Jay? Can you turn your screen?
Yeah. Somehow.
Are you using Starlink right now?
Do what?
No, we're not.
Oh.
We didn't
You
even
both
load
are
it
just using
up.
cell phone service?
We have it in the truck, but we didn't bring it in the boat. Is the picture okay?
Yeah, picture looks amazing. You guys look good and warm too.
It's a little breezy and cool here.
Oh, that's perfect, Shay.
That worked better.
Yeah, that looks good. So who all you got with you on the boat today? You guys got a team of
Me.
4?
Yeah, there's me, Courtney, Justin, and Stevie. Stevie wrapped up in the blanket.
Nice. How's it been going for y'all today?
It hadn't been bad. It hadn't been great for me all week at all. We're catching a couple fish a day, but we've got 3 right now, so we've got weight, which is good.
So is this, I guess, Bryan, tell me a little bit about this tournament. It's 3 fish, 5 fish. Is there a slot?
It's a 5-fish tournament, any size. I'm not sure. Hey, Coy, what's the minimum on this link? He's not listening. He's trying to help Cutter get.
So there's probably like a minimum 12 or 15. Is that going to affect you guys today?
A minimum, right? It hasn't yet. We're only like one more fish getting our limit, so it's going pretty good this morning. We've kind of got off track and went a little bit further than we planned on going, so we'll probably do this another 10-15 minutes, and then we're going to roll up and get back on where we started.
Yeah, I did some looking last night when I got home. I didn't get home until probably 11:30, and put some stuff together. And it seems like it's a beautiful lake with some cliffs, and it doesn't look like it from Bryan's view right now, but
Well, that's a state park in the background. It's pretty flat in that area. This is a really good catfish lake. I mean, this is our first time here, but we looked at some of the previous weights. I think February was some 30s and maybe a 40s weighed in, plus around 100-pound weigh-ins. But they have big fish. Just that time of year. We split up yesterday with 2 different boats, free fishing, and Coy went north and saw a lot of thermocline like we saw at Ouachita. So we stayed.
Oh no,
stayed away from that.
Shay, how about you guys? You guys are dragging boards in shallow water,
We're ranging. We're mid lake. We're coming out 10 foot. We're running out to like 3 feet. But yeah, we're pulling.
So
we're pulling.
Hey, y'all want to get out of the? Y'all want to get away from these copper boats? Let's roll them in then.
Are both of you got hang-ups around you too? Do you guys have a bunch of hang-ups, or is it pretty opened up?
It's pretty open. One thing, looking at the back, it just looks just like kind of similar to a Texoma in a way. It's got a lot of shallow water flats, and then you've got channel the whole. So the river's 50 foot all the way up into the main river. But, no, all the flats from what I've seen so far, it's just been pretty well wide open.
What are you guys making a move, Bryan?
Yeah, we're gonna reel in. It's gonna take us a few minutes, and then we're gonna make a move. We've got striper guides all around us. The bite stop for us in this area where they are.
I've caught all the fish out of this hole anyways.
I mean, Bryan, let me ask you this. Do you feel more comfortable today with Skinny in the boat?
Well, let me tell you a little story. We already got a story first off this morning. We had a planer board, a far planer board took off, bent the pole over, Skinny picks it up, or I tell him to crank down on it. He said, it's hung. I said, just crank down on it. It's hung. So he cranked down on it, picked the rod up, still screaming its hung, and then finally felt. We could see the rod tip bouncing, so we knew it was a fish. Anyway, that was our first big fish this morning. So we've had to do a little education as usual. Skinny's been off for a while, racing cars and not fishing, so we're having little education classes all morning.
I don't know if he's racing cars or racing airplanes. I think the last time I seen him, he did a flyby.
Alex.
Yeah.
Alex. In Skinny's defense,
Yeah, I hear you.
in Skinny's defense, ask Bryan what he did to the first planer board and pole that was bent over.
I pulled it out of his mouth.
Really?
Yeah. And I told him this morning, and I said, I'm gonna be the captain of the boat. I'm gonna keep you on the fish. And they were both, I don't know what they were doing, and the bow went over, and I jumped up there and pulled it out of its mouth.
I've been tying rigs because Skinny and Bryan didn't pre-tie anything.
I've got.
Boy, I know how you feel.
Hey, let me tell you something, Alex. This is why I went back to racing cars, because the only person I got to listen to is the announcer in my ear.
Oh my!
We're
Shay,
having
nobody's
fun.
pulling hooks on your boat, are they?
Yeah, we got fish in the boat. And we're having fun. So.
It looks like you both got fish in the boat. I'm just wondering if they were like 60, 70 pound fish or 5
We don't like to talk about that. It's a little early.
It looks like Courtney's about ready to reel down.
Real.
She's in position. Don't. Courtney, don't pull a Bryan.
He's swimming sideways.
Ooh, is it on?
Yes or no? Got it.
That's a lot of work pulling 10 rigs in, Bryan.
It is. I'm glad I'm the captain. 10 rigs.
I've noticed that you haven't moved. You haven't made 2 steps since you've been on live.
No, I'm watching the map.
You got your back or death and start taking some coats off.
I said hurry up. We lost 10
All right,
minutes
let's pull Courtney up and see how they going here.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
That's a Ouachita special.
This is the one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, what is that? Is that one of them stink bait worms? What do you got for bait? Oh, it is a cut. Okay. Oh, look at that. There you go. Awesome job.
Yeah.
Looks like good hook set. Is that a keeper?
Yeah, for now.
Keeper?
Yes, sir. For now. If we get 5, hopefully it doesn't go to weigh-in.
Clear?
So do you think on this lake, is this your first time on this lake?
Yeah. I day of pre-fishing and 30-mile-an-hour winds, and here we are. It seems not, and you can't can in 3-foot waves, and there's a lot of water to cover, and not knowing where to go or what to look for. I just narrowed it down to a section of the lake and just kind of went off. But from what I've seen, it's really good. It has that.
What do you got? What are you looking for bait? Did you catch bait there? Or?
Yeah, I've got probably 8, like 12 to 14 inch gizzard shad, and then 3 common carp. I want to put this in the live well.
Go the cast of the day right there. fast are you moving?
Like 0.5. We went with the wind, and now we're going to try against the wind just to spread them out further. Running 8 rods just to get more of a spread. But from yesterday and today, I've tried anything from 0.9, from 0.4 to 0.9, and that 0.5, 0.6 range is what's worked best for me.
So how far a drive is it for your team to get to Lake Whitney?
It was 2.5 hours. It depends on
what town are you from?
If you go through Fort Worth at a certain time, it'll take 4 or 5 hours. You hear our
Who
call?
was driving? I know how you drive.
Oh yeah, I was driving.
I can't barely ever keep up with you.
We got places to go. Can't fish if you ain't there.
So what else have you guys been fishing the last month or so?
I've been pretty busy at work being on call. So I have not got, I think I've only fished twice in the last 3 weeks. It's been nice to get out.
Hey, Alex.
Hey.
Want to hear a catfish call?
No, what is it?
Ready?
If you think I'm lying, they play that at least 20 times a day.
I love it.
I'm talking, they put the phone on the fishing line and send it down into the water.
It works.
Hey, that could work. I'm telling you. Sometimes you got to throw everything in.
The last tournament we won, Justin put it on the line, sent it down. We wouldn't even done laughing yet, and the rod went over, and that was the big fish of the tournament.
Oh my!
So it's stuck.
I mean, that's kind of the same thing as the rattle. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
it's making some noise down there.
So we'll try anything.
So you're all using 10 rods also?
I'm running 8. 10 for me. I have too many hang-ups and twist-ups if you have fish go sideways, but I'm only going to run
That is
8.
true. Looks like Brian's he ran. So I don't know if you are familiar with this, but anytime somebody makes a run, we just call it they're going to do a JT Ray. So JT Ray likes to burn some fuel. He really does. All right, let's see if Brian.
Certain circumstances, but lake fishing, I try not to. I try to narrow my pre-fishing. I try to narrow it down to a couple. That's where I want to.
Hey, Alex.
Yeah.
Has Cutter joined?
No, I've not seen Cutter. Jerry said they're running to a new area and he'll get on.
Cutter said they got it figured out. He just texted me.
He's not on here. How many times have you guys made a run so far today?
First run. That's our first run.
Hold on a second. Is Coy sitting down?
Yeah, I'm tying a rig. He's got 5.
Hold on a second. It's tournament day and you guys are tying rigs in the boat.
No, we broke one off. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Alex, I'm the only one that's been nonstop here. Tie rigs, freaking put poles out, real poles in.
You know,
fish in the boat.
Skinny's the only one doing anything, it looks like, today. I mean, this is the first time I've seen Brian on the back deck. Brian, did you guys hear their catfish call? I would be worried if I were you guys.
What?
They got a special catfish call, and it could be the game changer for today.
Yeah, I don't have that call.
It's secret edition.
Okay, cat nappers are on. Let's bring the cat nappers in and see if this works here. Hold on just a second. All right, team cat nappers, can you hear us okay?
Yes, sir.
Does somebody else have the phone on in the?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yeah, I just get some back feed. I don't know if somebody else is listening to it.
No.
I don't hear anything.
Radio was on. It's playing to the radio. Okay, is that better?
Yes, that sounds good. Actually, everybody sounds great. We just got to get Bryan to do something for their win. They got a little wind behind them. I got Bryan muted right now. Looks like everybody's dragging boards. Who all's on Team Catnappers?
Keith Kellum and Cutter Holloway.
How you guys doing today? I just see
we
one
got-
guy working right now.
And he just caught a little one. We've got 2 little fish. That's it.
So does anybody know, is there a length limit? I mean, is there a minimum?
In Texas, there's not. It was 12. It was 12 inches up until 3 years ago.
Up until 3 years ago.
How's
That sounds good, Bryan. All of you look great right now.
Thank you. I've been working on it.
How them dragon rigs? You got floats and rattles, and it looks like you guys got a Christmas tree on some of them rods, Bryan.
Yeah, we're trying a little bit of everything. We've got skipjack, drum, and fresh gizzard shad. And actually, skipjack, I believe, has probably been our best bait today. We're fixing to drag through some stuff. We've never done this before. I'm not going to say it online. See how it goes.
We'll see how those.
We're good.
We need some of that coffee out here.
Oh, I know. I need to get a fresh cup out here in a minute. I'm warm. I'm way north. I don't even know. Let's see what the temperature is here at home. But it is. Let's see today. Looks beautiful outside, but it's right now it's 41 degrees, and it got down to 29 last night. What is it down there on Whitney?
Yeah, I think it's 55 this morning. I'm not sure what it is right now.
Yeah, it's chilly here. That's why I'm staying inside. And another nibble.
Another
Shay,
minute.
How do you know when you got a bite on one of them? I mean, them little. Sometimes that can be when you're dragging a planer board, catching a fish like that. Sometimes you don't know.
I watch the planer board just as much, if not more, than the actual rod tip. It seems to, like, if they take it and go sideways one way or the other, the planer board will just start acting completely weird. And then I focus on that rod. But since I walked to the STL with they're a medium heavy, but the tip seems way. It seems to notice the smaller fish. It's a heck of a lot easier to even bite.
Because that means a lot when you're, especially if you're dragging boards. I've been dragging boards where, small fish have cleaned the bait off, or you had a small fish on and you don't know. And then now I know you guys can use like 18 rods in this tournament, but if you're down to 6 and then, you don't have bait on a couple of them, it's a small fish.
Right.
We can use 10 rods.
10 rods.
Yeah, this is how
It looks like
these are real tournament rules, not twisted cat.
Yeah. Coy, are you saying that because you need to use more than 6 at a time? Is that the problem?
I like using 10.
Well, I know, but we're not in Texas a lot. We're working on getting in Texas.
You northern boys aren't as talented as us. You can barely handle 6.
Going to be careful. I've already called Bryan out. You want me to call you out too?
I'll be honest with you, I prefer 6. So
You need to worry about Charles Blair beating you one-on-one. You still won't take him up on his offer.
Oh, whatever, Blair. Seriously, he talks smack online, and we get off, and then he closes and says, "Hey, I'm just joking. I don't really want to go one-on-one with you."
You know he's laughing watching this right now.
I know. I know. I just rolled out of bed. It's 9:30, so he's probably laying in bed right now on his phone.
Can you spread those out a little bit, Skinny?
Why go racing?
So everybody's dragging. Whoa, this boat's got twin engines. I just noticed that.
He's on an offshore boat. You gotta see his cabin.
Yes.
Wow.
We got a houseboat.
Looks
Brian's
like a
laughing.
double sleeper cab.
Brian's laughing. Brian's laughing, but he's out there in his coat and all his rain gear and wearing short sleeves.
I was gonna say, whenever I seen baiting the hook, I mean, they had T-shirt on or a cutoff on. It's like, how are they doing it?
They got central heat and air in the damn thing.
Wow, that's incredible. Looks like Dillard and Hogan are on, and somebody's sleeping in the boat. Let's try to see if we can add 5 here. Let's see.
Looks like we're on. How's it going, guys?
Morning.
Morning.
What do you guys are dragging or just sleeping?
We're not dragging.
We're anchored up.
Anchored up.
How's it going today?
It's been pretty slow. Pretty slow is an understatement.
Is that why we're doing some sleeping on the boat?
We've been napping and shifts.
Well, I try to trick the fish into biting, you know, I pay attention.
Yeah, usually just kind of look the other way, close your eyes, the rod might go down. That's what we're trying
It looks like you guys are in some shallow water.
We're not very deep.
I don't think Devin over 4 foot.
Hardly ever. We're borderline on that right now.
Somehow I think I'm off.
Yep.
Hey, Coy, you get me a drink out of there? Ooh, what is that big piece of bait, Coy? He's full of giant.
That's a drum.
Wow.
Jasper goo.
Dillard, these guys are throwing like giant baits. And you should see the fish they're catching. So there is no length or there is no minimum on this lake as far as we know.
12 inches.
12 inches. So Brian, you guys might have to look at that last few you caught.
Who said it's 12?
No,
they changed it last year.
It used to be 12. They took the 12-inch minimum.
Oh, it used to be 12. Okay, so that. I wonder why they changed that.
Get the little ones out.
Give me a chance at some.
Can you even get any meat on one of those?
I think I fried the hole.
I don't know. We don't catch little ones, so we don't know what that looks like.
Yeah. So what does everybody think big fish will be today?
I'm not talking about spread. I'm talking about close together.
Hope it's 20.
You hope it's 20?
I don't know what it is.
Dillard, what do you think?
30.
30?
I think 30 to 32.
Somewhere there.
Does that mean you got one 30 to 32?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Wait to the weigh in and find out.
So Brian, tell me a little bit about today. how many? This is 2 tournament trails coming together for like a big showdown.
Yeah, it's Central Texas Catfish Trail, and it's Big Country Catfish Trail. They did this last year on another lake. I think this is their 2nd year to do it.
That's a great turnout. 54 boats.
I believe it's 54. Is that right?
I think that's what I heard last night.
How'd the Calcutta go?
Well, it was exciting. That was some of the biggest Calcuttas I've ever been around last night.
There's a lot of money.
I've never seen so many teams go for over $300, up to $500 or $600.
I think Cutter jinxed me.
Cutter by you?
I think so. It's what he texted me this morning.
Didn't you say that 2 teams went together? So everybody was with another team, or how'd that work?
Yeah, they paired the teams so it wouldn't take as long. We're actually paired up with the Dillards and Devin Hogan.
So they just paired it by numbers, Alex, and we were team 46, and Jerry, John, and Devin were team 47. So our teams went together. And
well, I hate to say this, when they came on, they were sleeping on the boat. So I don't know if that's a good one.
Well, Jerry bought their team for $580, so they were confident about something.
Yeah, we were confident about.
I don't think they were bidding on Dragon Bass.
You partners better pull your end of the deal.
Skinny had it at 560, and then Jerry.
Yeah, Skinny let us down. He said he was going to buy our team, and he got set down by Jerry.
I would let those. Yeah.
You got the boat, Brian.
So you got 4 boards on each side, Brian. It looks like.
We do. We have 4 boards on each side, and then we have 2 long lines, 2 long down the middle.
I'd be careful because if JT's out there anywhere, he'd run right through all that. That'd be a disaster.
He's watching.
Is he watching? Yeah.
I seen his boats for sale.
Yeah.
Wonder if he's had any bites on it yet.
Yeah, he's looking for more. He's looking for one that has a better fuel economy.
Yeah, I think it's like for an electric engine.
Unfortunately, the one he orders is not any better.
Oh my! So it looks like, yeah.
On last tournament at Arrowhead, with everything out, there was a sailboat race, and these sailboats to go around us to go around a buoy, and on their way back.
No, they didn't have to go. They picked their own line.
They picked their own line, but on the way back, these 2 old men were racing this air right through all of the lines. And Shay was yelling at him. He's like, "Cut the lines, cut the lines." It spun their boat completely around.
Oh my!
They lost the race, and they got a bunch of tackle on their boat.
One ran up to the top of the sail. I thumbed the spool to try to break it, and I laid the top of the sail completely over where the guys ran on the opposite side of the boat. And they kept saying, "Wow, put in." We exchanged some words.
I can only imagine.
We was every bit of 500 yards from the buoy they had to turn around, and all the others went less. They decided to go.
They made the wrong choice.
I guess.
We got it on video at one of these.
It'll be pretty silent. Making it to where kids.
Send that video to Alex so he can play it for us.
Yeah, I just had to keep it on mute.
Yeah. I was pretty hot.
Looks like we got a little action. Dillard and Hogan are standing up for the first time. We got them both on their feet. Not sure what that means. Checking the bait, yeah.
A little bite.
I want to know why Dillard has his bimini top up.
Because we're too lazy to take it down.
Okay, that's good enough. I thought
Hey, at
maybe
least
it was
they're being
raining.
honest.
There was
Hey, do that.
Skinny.
Oh, Skinny. Oh, boy, you got me on that too. You about fell out of the boat.
texting. That's a boy.
I'm ready for some action.
Me too. I'm dealing with an
Somebody
emergency
cat.
at home right now.
Well, it's a good thing you got Bryan on the boat. So some of you I see don't even have the trolling motor remote in your hand. Bryan keeps turning it. You just don't like to. What's your story, Bryan? You just like to be precise? Can you hear me? Bryan? Boy? Hello?
Oh, Devin,
They got some issues on their boat.
They're probably refreshing it.
It's probably because they're drifting the channel edge. This lake has no tree on the ledge.
For some reason, every time
Staying
I text or call,
just off it.
I would lose sound.
Did somebody call you, Bryan?
Yeah.
You want anything?
Work call.
Skinny, you want anything out of the cooler? No, I got my. You want anything?
Oh, is that a bite?
No. Look at all them bait stacks up there.
We'll take that.
That.
So, Courtney, are you just on the special line? You got the trolling motor on like north heading, or are you following a ledge, or because nobody on your boat's running running a remote at all?
Yeah, we just have it on north heading.
Bryan doesn't. I don't know if Bryan, and I'm trying to figure this out. Bryan, are you keeping that remote in your hand to look busy so you don't have to do anything?
No. It's going like this. This is what we're doing.
So we're pulling boards and grass. So I'm kind of, the grass is in and out, so I'm just trying to get us right on the edge of it.
JT said he should have went fishing, sitting in a tree stand, seen one shooter buck out of bow range, and I ain't said nothing. Ain't catching the slack. JT, you should be fishing right now.
Huh?
I wonder if JT sits still in a tree stand or if he moves from tree stand to tree stand all day. Johnny said I just sent him boring.
Jay got his opening day.
Oh, nice. When was opening day down there?
It's was I think
Beginning of October.
whatever. I'd have to look at whatever day it was.
Gun season started last Saturday.
Hey, Dillard. Can you guys hear us?
We hear you.
That is some of the fastest response I've ever seen. You turn around and stand up like that. Did you hear something or what happened?
We had a rod starting to go down, and they just dropped it like they've been doing all day.
I mean, that was some cat-like reflexes right there. What are you using, circle hooks, or do you think it's one of those where they're biting soft? You got to use a J hook and reel down on them, or?
Yeah, we're using circle hooks. We've got some flooded brush and stuff like that around. We got to get them out of it.
Let's bring the catnappers back on real quick. How we doing, catnappers? Oh, you got heat? You guys have some fish in the boat? Can you hear us, catnappers?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just seen how you guys are doing so far.
Oh, no, I was just moving the camera.
You definitely must be warm because you both got t-shirts on, and everybody else got blankets. Coia and Skinny are snuggled up to each other, staying warm. Ooh, got some.
I had to put a jacket back on. I don't have as much insulation as Keith does.
Oh my! So, are you guys fishing shallow water?
We're in 28 foot.
28 foot. Kind of interesting how everybody's fishing a little bit different, and everybody's kind of seems like everyone's struggling a little bit this morning, or from what they're saying. You know, Bryan talked about Bryan had a big story about a planer board going underwater and line taking off, and I've heard those stories many times, and it wasn't a big fish. It was 6 pounds.
Tournament.
All I'm saying is Skinny thought it was hung. And it's in the boat. It's in the live well.
It's our big fish.
Skinny's done well. He's gotten 3 of our 5 fish.
Do you foresee bringing Skinny on board a little bit in 2024 and see if he can help you guys kind of move up the leaderboard?
The only reason Skinny's on board today is because it's not a race season's almost over. They has one more race in Missouri next week. Next weekend. So
hey, we're at Missouri.
Springfield.
What are you racing?
Do what?
Right. What are you racing?
Are you racing like modified or
modifieds?
Nice.
Oh yeah, he has a big race trailer now. He's big time.
So he just left us. I can't believe that. I kind of missed the flyover, Skinny. How can I
didn't really just leave, but sold my boat and
sold his airplane.
Sold my airplane.
Oh my! Sold the airplane.
Yeah, well, I had to. It was pretty good, pretty hard to pass up. So I'm looking for another one though.
Yeah, I still can't get over that. That flyover was awesome. Bigger and faster. I love it.
The reason he sold this boat, his airplane, because he doesn't like rules. Does that make sense? I don't think they have rules in racing.
Not if Skinny does it.
Yeah. What do they call that? Skinny rub. If you're not rubbing, you're not racing.
Yeah.
Or rubbing, racing.
And we've been
Boy, Josh, you said he just got his Dragon Master hoodie in yesterday.
Right. We just got our
Thanks and good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks for your support.
Bryan, do you have a rig in the boat you can show us? We'll kind of go through everybody's rigs and see what kind of their look like?
We'll finish this. We're almost right there.
So this is what we're primarily using today. We're using the Bite Me float, an 8/0 circle with a weed guard. We're using the 50-pound dragon armor, and then a 2-ounce dragging weight, inline dragging weight. That's what we have all 10 of our rods rigged up with this morning. And we do have different color floats, a red float, I believe. We even have a standard peg float on a rig.
I have a green styrofoam float that's real loud.
A lot of times we'll run a double hook rig, but some of the stuff that we're pulling through today, we thought it would be better to just stick with a single hook with less snags, because we are pulling through some pretty rough stuff.
And using different size baits and
We're using different size baits, different species of baits. And Skinny's already jumping towards a rod.
I've seen that. There he goes. Come on. Don't pull a Bryan.
You kill that rooster? I'll kill that son of a bitch. Oh, I'd kill it. She said it attacked her and kicked her all the way.
Coi's dealing with a crisis at home with his rooster.
Coi's dealing with a crisis at home. His rooster attacked his wife this morning.
Oh my. That sounds like a story from Texas.
I think he called his neighbor to come over there and put it down. Chicken for dinner.
All right, let's bring up Here Kitty Kitty and see what kind of stuff they're using. All right, Here Kitty Kitty.
What's up?
Can you show us the rig? Kind of Bryan and Coy showed us kind of what they're using.
Yeah.
And you guys, I just seen in the camera, you guys all jumped up.
Yeah, Justin was
okay?
watching on. A planter board took off sideways, skipping. We've got a mixture of stuff. I'm running the Dragon Master rig, which is Bryan's pretty much the exact same thing he had showed you with the Bite Me float. And I believe this is the 3-ounce. And then I've got some regular Dragon rigs. I'm running the Demon Dragons. I've actually had better luck with the glow in the dark ones, like these.
So do you think that the rattle makes better light?
Rattle me here. I have had at times where it didn't, or I didn't see it make a difference, or I just didn't catch anything on it. But I think for me, what little bit we have caught has been with the Demon Dragons and the
Probably, especially when it's going over like some structure, some rock. It's going to make some noise. And
I had one of them yesterday, if I can find it. No, it was the day before yesterday. I actually bit the Demon Dragon itself. I fought it for a good 5 seconds and then let go. Whenever I got it in, the Demon Dragon didn't have paint on it. I'm thinking about putting hooks on the Demon Dragons.
Oh, because you think it's biting the Demon Dragons?
Yeah. That one, it was new. I opened it out of the package, put it on, fished with it for 2 hours. And then after fighting the fish, it didn't have paint on it, and the bait was still on the hook. Hook-wise, I'm running the Dell's Tackle 12-aughts and a couple of Bryan's weedless. I think they're 10.
We're using different size baits and stuff too.
Yes, we've got strips, fillets from carp, and then big head, and then we are running body chunks as well. So far, we've had three 3 on carp and 1 on shad.
So you got 4 fish in the boat.
Yeah, one of them being the little 14-incher y'all just seen.
So there is. So Bryan was talking about a thermocline on this lake. So obviously there's some deep water. You're staying away from that.
I haven't. I fished 80 foot yesterday, and I didn't see the thermocline. But I seen what could have. I barely went up into the river yesterday, just to look around, and I think that's where Coia was talking about it being. But we are planning on staying in pretty much around the 20-foot range, 20 to 30. But if you never know, if the bite just shuts off, I might jump out into the channel. I won't run far because no matter where you're at on the lake, the river's deep.
Yeah, I've not even seen a lot of boats around you. So I mean, it seems like it's a pretty big lake from what I've done.
We've had a dropper boats run by, but I've only got, I think Monty Bond is probably 400 or 500, probably 400 or 500 yards behind us. I seen him earlier.
Courtney must be sensing a bite because she keeps easing back to the back of the boat.
Our long line just slowly pulled over. The bite's been real finicky. They're playing with it a bunch, and I think a lot of it's the striper. There's an abundance of striper. Like if I could spin it around and show you side imaging right now, there's striper all around us.
But you're not. Are they usually catching striper on live shad, or what's the bait they're using for striper?
I believe so. I usually do. But I caught one on cut shad 2 days ago. And whenever I striper fish on, I use cut bait every once in a while.
That's why they PK.
They more or less pick it up. It seems like they pick it up, run with it, and then just immediately let it go. I'll hook it.
No. Okay. Well, we'll jump to the next boat, see their rig, and then we'll bring y'all back in here in a minute.
Alrighty.
All right, catnappers, can you show us the rig you guys are using?
I don't have anything. Yeah, we got one.
We won't.
It's
we're just using
Demon Dragons. Demon Dragons and 10-aughts, and then most everything's got Bryan's Dragon Master weights on them.
And it looks like you're only dragging 6 rods?
8.
Oh,
we
you
got 2 that are off the side here you can't see.
Okay.
But yeah, we're pulling Demon Dragons with 10-aughts and then Bryan's Dragon Master setups. 1 double rig.
1 double rig. So in small baits, or you kind of doing a mixture of baits too?
We kind of got it mixed up right now and mixed up between buffalo and shad.
What's working for you today so far?
Shad has this morning.
So do you think the bite is tough right now? And is there a reason it's tough? Is it just because it's not that transition of the cold weather is not really changed yet?
And I don't know. We caught a lot of good fish right through here yesterday, and we haven't caught anything good today. And we were catching everything on buffalo.
Oh, on buffalo. Okay.
But nothing today.
What do you think if the conditions were perfect? What do you think it would take on this lake and your 5 best fish?
I figure about 100. I figure 120.
Oh wow! So you must have had a good day yesterday then.
We was hoping for that day today.
Well, it's only 10 o'clock, and you know sometimes that bite will turn on.
Maybe. I mean, they're here. They're just not eating.
So where are you both out of? What town?
He's from Navarro Mills and Valley Mills, the other side of Waco, and I'm from Mineral Wells. So I'm up by PK.
So, up by PK. Do you fish? So PK is kind of your home lake?
No, that place is not good to me.
It's not good to you. What's your favorite body of water to fish?
Brownwood or Tawakoni are my go-tos.
Brown. Okay. Well, hopefully we see you on the Twisted Cat Trail in a few events. We're working our way down in that region, so we got some stuff still coming out.
Yeah, I went to the Keystone Lake with me and Monty Bond came up there to that.
Yep, that was a good event. I mean, it was the fishing wasn't amazing, but it was a good, fun,
Yeah, that was a good time. Yeah, we'll probably make some more of those next year.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get to the next boat, see what they got for a rig, and then we'll bring you all back in.
Okay.
All right, you guys got to wake up. Can you show us the rigs you're using? Oh, I got them on. Sorry, my bad. You were on silent. Now we're back. Okay.
We're just using a simple Santee Cooper rig with a 3-ounce egg sinker and bite me float on it.
And a couple demon dragons.
Couple demon dragons mixed in, and mostly 7 and 8/0 ripping lip circle hook.
That's your friends.
I've heard them are some good hooks.
I like them.
It looks like the wind's blowing to the bank, and you guys are kind of fishing that.
We're fishing grass, wind blowing bank. This lake has come up about 6.5 feet in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So we're fishing water that was dry or land that was dry 2 weeks.
So now all you need is a little bit of sun.
A little bit.
That would sure help.
Yep.
So how many fish do you guys have in the boat?
We have 0 right now. We still have the skunk in, and we've been anywhere from about 50 foot to 1 foot today.
Well, it's still early. It's only 10 o'clock.
Exactly. Yep. We're not done yet.
Well, the good thing is you can catch 1 5-pounder and be ahead of 2 of the teams already.
That's good to know. How about the other 50?
Okay, we'll keep after. I'm going to try to bring everybody in here, and we'll see if anybody. It's not over. You got to go all the way to the end.
Exactly. We're going to give this another maybe 10, 15 minutes, and then we're going to make another move. Go try something different.
All right, let's bring everybody in and see how anybody else is doing. All right.
Brian.
Yes.
Brian, you're being called out.
I don't know if you can see this. Does this look familiar?
Yes, it does.
That's one of the original
dragon plates.
The homemade version. I made 6 of them back in December of last year, and I still have all 6 of them in the boat.
Wow.
Shay, what are you laughing about so much?
To Chuck E. Cheese, or informed me we're going to Chuck E. Cheese for her birthday, so I thought it was already planned. And then I guess us all talking about it, we all just assumed it was already planned by somebody else. We realized she didn't even ask; she's just telling us.
Oh wow, I love it. Chuck E. Cheese. When's the birthday?
December 11th.
Exact.
On December 11th.
On December 11th, how old are you going to be?
What?
How old are you going to be?
7.
7 years old. You like going fishing?
Yeah. And deer hunting.
And deer hunting.
We got our own deer stand with like a $130 gaming chair.
Oh, nice. That's pretty impressive.
She's spoiled rotten.
Hey, there's somebody else sleeping now, huh?
Let's see what they got. Let's bring them up full. See if they got a big one. Donald Moore, Courtney, let's see a good net job because Donald Moore is watching and he needs all the teaching he can get.
He's a good half mile out there.
Yeah, Donald would have already lost the net in the water by now.
Oh, that's a big one.
There's another. What are you eating right now?
There's plenty of small ones, that's for sure.
You're snacking, aren't you? Hey, that's a bigger fish.
They're kidding, somewhat bigger. There's the rig, now that we have one. I don't know if you can see it or not. There's the 12-aught glow-in-the-dark demon dragon, and then this is the regular backwoods. Yeah, backwoods catfishing.
Do you think it's the rattling today? Well, it looks like that bait's been chewed up a little bit.
Oh. Lock that long board out. And then the next one. Yeah, disengage that one.
Mommy's cooking this stuff.
What are you doing, girl?
Always eating.
I was gonna say she has all kinds of snacks.
I have sunflower seeds too.
I've seen those. They were ranch, weren't they? Oh yeah. That your favorite? We might need to throw one of them on a hook and see if that helps catch some bigger fish. What do you think about that?
Hey, I've tried beef jerky before.
Has it worked?
No.
Oh, let's see. Let's see. Brian's snacking too.
Ew.
Brian, what are you snacking on?
Garlic beef jerky.
Hey, it's always good to have beef jerky in the boat.
You're not using it for bait, are you?
Garlic beef jerky.
No, we're hungry.
Garlic from Bucky's is good. Good stuff.
We lost Hogan again. I think he's sleeping.
Is that a buddy Alex over there? Is that red?
Is it what?
No, I thought it was Alex, one of the tournament directors coming by.
He was watching the live feed when it started, so it may be him.
I thought maybe he'd come up here and get in front of us.
They're way up there in Alex's country.
That's $30 a pound. I might have a pound. Oh, dang, I might. That's good stuff.
Hey, that's fine. Oh,
All right.
We're gonna
A lot of movement going on. Are you making a move?
Yeah, we're gonna make a run.
They're pulling a JT Ray, ready to move. You guys, cat nappers, you guys making a move, or you got a little one on?
Got a little one on, and we're making the move.
Does that make number 5 in the boat?
Do what?
Let's see that big fish. Did you already put him in?
Big one.
Does that make number
3.
Number 3. 2 more, and then you can start hog hunting.
Yeah.
That's what Coy always says. He says, once we get a limit, we're going to start hog hunting.
There's bronze dragon weight with the demon dragon on the end of it.
So do you vary that? So your leader off that dragon weight, will you vary that length sometimes?
Yes.
You think that matters depending if they're suspended more or whatever?
Yeah, we've got some pretty long getting up there, and then we're dragging some in the mud.
Oh, you got a dog on the boat too.
Yeah.
They got like 30
Captain.
flavors. That's the best one I found.
That's the captain. I like it. All right, we'll let you guys reel in and head to your next spot, and then we'll bring you back on.
Sure.
Same room we started.
We're actually just got on the line.
So now it took you all morning. Huh?
Liz woke up.
I did wake up.
Finally. Got a couple teams. We got 2 teams moving now.
We got teams J10.
Yeah, Dillard finally woke up. Them guys have been in the same spot all morning, but I think that they fell asleep, didn't realize it.
So Alex,
Looks
are you
cold though out there.
Hey Alex.
Yes, sir.
So this tournament I think had 54 boats in it.
Yep.
Do you anticipate Twisted Cats coming to Texas at all?
We're working on it. We're going to be really close to Texas for sure.
Yeah.
you know, we're going to have more lake tournaments this year than we've ever had. We're, you know, starting New Year's Eve weekend, Lake the Ozarks. That's going to be an awesome event. And then February 3rd, Grove, Oklahoma, Grand Lake of the Cherokees. March will be on the Mississippi, Missouri, and Illinois, where the confluences where it all comes together. That'll be a big fish weigh-in in Alton, Illinois. We're still finishing up. April's going to be exciting. Hopefully, we announce that Monday. And then May 4th, we're going to go to Milford Lake. So talking to some of my buddies that fish up there a lot and guide, they say if you guys could pick one weekend to fish Milford, what would it be? And they all said the first weekend of May.
So with all these lakes, guys like Donald Moore and Charles Blair, they'll kind of be eliminated.
Yeah, you know, Donald called me last night on the way home, and he was really concerned about where we're going to go in April and a couple other events. And he said, I just don't know that I can do these lakes. He's like, I'm a river guy, and I told him you just gotta hit some of these lakes. It'll make you a better angler, and you know, stay after it. And I don't know that we'll see Charles much in 24 either.
Don James said it best. He said, if you want to be a good angler, you got to be able to fish anywhere.
Well, to be honest, if you look at it like this, you take who was the angler of the year for Twisted Cat last year?
Yep.
John and Kevin. And if you look at where they finished throughout the year, they finished good on lakes and rivers, and then they went to a lake, won that tournament. So they were, you know, they can kind of put everything together, and that's important. You know, to be the best of the best and to be a consistent angler, you know, that's what it takes. You can't just fish lakes and then expect to go do good on the river, or just fish rivers and expect to do good on the lake. So I'm excited. Next year is going to be a completely different year. It's going to put a lot of people, they're going to have to really think outside the box in some of these tournaments, you know, especially with some bigger turnouts. Lake of the Ozarks will be a lot of fish caught. I suspect somebody will probably be in the 100 pounds, and that's going to be a 2 over 3 under with a slot of 26 to 32, 26 to 34. So no fish in that slot and 2 over. So it'll be a lot of fish caught. I mean, some people will probably catch 50 fish today. And then the amenities of that lake is awesome too.
So Donald, One Trick Pony Moore might be a little hurt next year in Twisted Cat points, right?
Yeah, I think they're going to struggle a little bit, but Donald has got 1 week of vacation left, and he is using it leaving next week for 7 days straight on Lake of the Ozarks.
Oh, wow.
We got to pull this up and see what these – hold on. Dillard and Hogan are doing some crazy stuff. Let's get them on. What are these guys doing? They might – Brian, you might have to go pull these guys out later.
Yeah, there's some in September.
Oh, wow.
His prop looks like.
I can't – yeah. You guys have to send us a picture of your prop tomorrow when you get done. Sorry, I had you on mute. What did you say?
I said we still got the motor trimmed all the way down. We good.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it is trimmed all the way down.
We're in 3 foot, and we hadn't got quite shallow enough yet.
That's what it is, trimmed all the way down on the Trinity.
Wow.
Hey, Brian knows I always fish like this.
Yeah, you're not. That's serious.
Yeah. Hey, Jerry, did you have the motor trimmed all the way down on the Trinity River?
Not all the way down. We're
Tell us a
looking
little
for
bit
fish
about
that.
that. I didn't hear that.
I think Brian probably knows what I mean.
So you guys must be running way up in some shallow stuff.
What's that?
So you're running up into some shallows. So you think that the fish, even with the being cloudy, the fish are up in the shallows?
We're trying to see if we can find some.
We can't get shallow enough. We're still on 3.5 foot.
Wow, it looks like you're about to beach the boat.
Nah, we can't get as shallow as we want to because of the flooded grass.
Oh, hold on. I'm just waiting for that motor to just stop.
Oh, there's no paint left on the gig.
How's the prop look? That's what I really want to know.
It's almost brand new.
What's your? I guess you do got a jack plate up. Shay wants to know what your old look like.
What's that?
Shay's asking what the old prop looked like.
It doesn't look good. Like the dog chewed it up.
Sometimes you got to get in those spots.
We're trying to get where nobody else can. What do you think?
Cycle for bait, I guess.
All right, boys, we're gonna run. We're gonna jump off here.
Okay.
We'll be back in a little while.
All righty. Good luck. We'll see you soon. All right, Catnappers are still making a run too. They got the twins.
They're fixing to run.
They got heater. I think I've seen an AC on the side of their little window.
Yeah, if I get close enough, I'll turn the camera. I'm floating.
Brian, you still got some wind. When I mute you, it sounds perfect, but I don't know where that wind's coming from. JT, we got 2 boats making a run for it. We're going to see if it pays off like it did you.
Flip your phone over, put the charger on the left side.
Well, Charles was talking a lot of smack, and obviously he does that on the internet, but he said you guys don't like to fish the rivers and get mopped up every time.
We love fishing the rivers.
Ask Charles how good he's done in his backyard all year.
Well, we all know that answer. Looks like Catnappers are making a good run. Shay, did you hear him talk yesterday? Shay, did you hear him talk yesterday? Catnappers said that they were fishing the same channel edge, and they were into some good fish.
Yeah,
they just can't get them to bite today.
No, we pre-fished. I pre-fished next one 2 days. They didn't run very far. They're not going very fast. They're right now probably a quarter of a mile in front of me. I think bouncing around the different cuts.
That's a lot of water to cut.
Fish. They're definitely sucked into the mud bad. You're barely marking them at all.
And they're spread out. You can't find like a big school of them together.
No.
The tiny ones, yeah.
Yeah.
The babies are moving.
All right, 2 days ago, I had one 30-pounder 5 minutes into the drift and then didn't catch another fish. I just kept drifting the ledge, just cover ground. I was by myself, being lazy. Drifted for 3 hours and caught one more like 3 hours after the first one. It's just they're scattered all over.
Yeah, you know what's fun about tournament fishing is we're going to find out at the end of the day where they were at, who was on them.
Yeah.
And it could be, just like Ouachita. We went there and Charles Blair and Donald and Donnie Moore, they had a 65-pound blue cat on Friday, and they thought they kind of got into them, but I think it was just one of them fluke bites, pre-fishing. I I want to go back down there. I know that lake has got a lot of big fish. We just didn't catch it at the right time. And it seems like this lake's the same too. It seems like it could be good, but you know, the falls, depending on how you hit it in the fall, you just never know.
Yeah. My favorite time in Texas is December and January by far, but November can be lights out at the same time. We locals 2 days ago, they said jug lining, but they had said here for the past week, it's been horrible here.
So I guess, tell me again where you guys are from. Tell us where like your home lake is.
Really, I don't guess you'd say I have. I'm an hour and a half from Texoma. I live in Bowie. It's halfway between Fort Worth and Wichita Falls. Hour and a half from Texoma. I'm an hour from Arrowhead. I'm an hour and a half from PK. I'm 2.5 hours from here. So I've got to travel regardless where I go. The closest lake to me doesn't have blue cats. It only has channel cats and flatheads.
We call it our bait lake.
Yeah.
But you can get bait there though, pretty easy.
Yeah.
Most days they're it's like a big herd there. When you find them, they're thick, but you just got to go all over.
So what's your?
I have a 500 that I keep full. I usually keep 300 or 400 in. So whenever I run guide trips, I just dip them out in the morning.
I know a lot of people have been going to those tanks, having a tank for that.
It's nice once you figure out how to make it work, because I did it homemade, but it is.
I've got across from our property, we have because I'm right on the Mississippi River, we have a natural spring that runs all the time, a lot of water. So I'm going to try to put a tank through that spring where it's always got fresh water. I mean, it would refresh the water every 2 minutes, I think. Little bite. Were you looking at the planer board or the rod tip?
Planer board. It instantly took off in. You could see the rod tip start to flicker about the time you let it go.
Have you ever caught a big striper thinking it was a big blue?
Yes. I fought it for 10 seconds, and whenever it started circling the boat, it was, oh, we got one. 8-pound striper.
So what's your guys' favorite place to fish?
What's my what?
What's your favorite place to fish?
Probably Courtney loves Alabama by far. In my opinion, and it might make some people mad, that is probably the easiest place to go to catch giants, with like Gunnersville and stuff if you hit it right. I've never seen so many big fish caught as like the Catmaster Classic 2 or 3 years ago. It's just there were some teams catching like 6 fish over 60 pounds a day all week long.
In a mix of blues and flatheads. I think it's cool to weigh in both.
Yeah. My favorite is the Mississippi River. After catching a couple fish over 60 pounds bumping, I'm hooked.
And you guys are great on the Mississippi too. You know, you always do well.
We're working our way up.
Slowly, we're consistently between 12th and 10th place, it seems like.
Yeah, as long as you consistently stay a few places behind us, I'm completely cool with that.
Hard to $20 bills.
It's like we're in the same vicinity of each other. Not every time, but for the most part, we figure it out, and you're pretty close.
Yeah,
we all like to go south.
We like to go far too.
2 years ago, we thought we went far enough where we wouldn't see nobody. Halfway through the drive, see y'all coming. I said, "Oh, we're probably going." Sure enough.
Yeah, I love the Mississippi River.
But
I like the lakes too. It is. I mean, for us to go to Helena, let me look it up. Because we're in West Central Illinois, right on the Mississippi. Actually, the last place you can catch blues. But for me to drive to Helena is 509 miles, 7 hours and 45 minutes. So that's how far Helena is from.
We're 6.5.
It takes 7.5.
7.5.
We're 7.5 hours.
So we're both about the same drive to Helena. Yeah.
But you don't have to go through Little Rock.
Yeah. I try not
Oh,
to.
I tell you what, Little Rock is probably the worst city I ever drive through going anywhere. We just went through Little Rock going to Ouachita.
Yeah, I've had my trailer tongue snap in half there. I've had 3 blowouts there. I've caught a concrete barrier there.
Oh my, that's what I'm always scared about. I was pulling the Twisted Cat trailer, and there were some barricades. I mean, we had a semi next to us. You had inches. He was trying to pass us, and we're running like 70. And I'm like, this might not end well. We're going to be doing some skinny rubbing and racing here soon. I mean, Skinny would have loved it, but nah, it wasn't for me. I'm like, we're going to rub this awning right off the trailer.
Those concrete barriers the whole way are just solid black on the bottom.
I know. They've been doing construction in Little Rock for 10 plus years at least.
I don't
And it's
understand.
not like
gotten any better either. They might as well quit.
I don't know what their end goal is.
I think just to continue doing construction.
Yeah.
We was fortunate.
It really hard to do.
We was fortunate when I snapped that trailer. We was like 8 miles of the concrete barriers on both sides, and I was about 300 yards out of the concrete barriers when it broke.
Yeah.
If it would have broken
And it
inside,
doesn't
I would have shut it down all the way to Texarkana.
Yeah, you're lucky. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're going north or south through Little Rock or east or west. I mean, when you come into Little Rock, you're 10 and 2 on the steering wheel, and you're just like, you can't take that deep breath until you get through Little Rock, and you're like, okay, we made it.
You're puckered the whole time.
Where's Memphis? Oh.
Y'all are right though. That one south of Little Rock on 30 is treacherous, but
it is. Yeah.
Barrel through it.
It's like catnappers are back on the scene. Got some bait in the water. It's like, whoa, Skinny, hold on.
He jerked it plumb out of its mouth.
That was a good one.
Yeah. You stick to race car driving.
Yeah. You can have to tie him to that
Here
chair.
we go. Now we get the real Skinny.
You can have to tie him to the chair so he doesn't jump. That was fast, though, Skinny. I mean, Coy couldn't even take a step when you were on the rod.
So that was fast. That was fast.
Oh my. Ooh, catnapper's throwing some special bait on it, looks like. Look at that little fillet right there. Yeah, the captain out right there. Nice. They got the captain in the back of the boat too, it looks like. Making sure everything's going to be good, making sure there's no bird's nest. So the bait's probably off that then, isn't it, Skinny?
Do what?
Oh, that was the headpiece. Let's see that. Let's see if there's a bite on it.
It was hung up.
Oh, it was hung up.
I didn't say anything.
No, it wasn't hung up.
I didn't say anything. I just wanted to.
It wasn't hung up.
That was hung up.
Oh shit! You might get
Uh-oh, they got somebody driving close to the boards.
I thought he was fixing with the planer board.
It was straight down under the boat.
You thought he was going to...
I thought the boat was going to take off with my board.
So are you, as all of you are dragging, are you staying, looking at the sonar, size, ends, and fish?
Yes, I'm marking different colored dots for different things, but as we go for certain spots, if there's bait with fish underneath them, I'll give them like a green dot, and then maybe towards like halfway through the day, if you can figure out somewhat of a pattern, oh, they're in this range, try drifting through that. But I'm constantly back and forth through it, and keeping an eye on side imaging to see if we're fixing to get into a cluster of trees.
Will you drag all day, or do you think it's going to be a time where you need to set up an anchor on some structure? Or
If I really think I'm not counting it out by no means. I caught one fish anchored this week, in the past day. We'll more than likely we'll drift. It seems like it's worked better.
We didn't get to pre-fish it long enough to figure.
I'd like to come back to this lake just to fun fish or fish over and over to get an idea for it. But it's anytime you get close to the channel, it don't matter if you're in 50 foot or 20 foot, there's trees on the ledges. And then once you get up, it's not like you can just take off running. I need to have Devin lives on this lake. I need to have him take me out here and go in that no foot of water.
I wonder if that's why they shut the camera down.
Uh-huh.
But I don't think when we talked to him before they got off, I don't think they had a fish in the boat.
He said he didn't.
And he was sleeping.
If anybody
when I brought him on, he was sleeping. He might have had a rough night last night.
As long as it took them to get their food and stuff, they were probably up there till midnight.
I'd like to go with somebody because I'll fish shallow, but I've never fished over and over and over in that 1 foot of water. I've talked to him a couple times, and he loves whenever you can pretty much see like their fin whenever they take off. With the axe out of the water pretty much. And he does good with it. Aside from Toledo Bend, I've never consistently done good with it.
That was cool.
It is the funnest, though. I will say that for lake fishing.
Yeah. So, have you ever fished the Missouri River?
I never have.
Oh my! You got to put that on your. You need to. If you guys get a chance, it's worth coming up to the Missouri River, like in central Missouri, to fish the winter bite, because the Missouri River is kind of like, I don't know if I want to say dumbed down Mississippi River, but there's a lot of dikes with shallow water behind it, and when it's on, it is on. And I was talking to an angler, actually Scott Linton, the other day. He does some guiding, and that was my question on this shallow water stuff, because I'm not used to the shallow water. Is like, when you guys are in that shallow water, will you use your trolling motor only? Do you think the big motor scares those fish? What's your thoughts on that, or what do you think Devin does?
I've done both. I have ran trolling motor when using live scope and perspective view, and I think this is Devin right here, matter of fact. But using perspective view, you can definitely tell whenever you get close. They take off. And I don't know.
So they had to go through all that stuff.
Do what?
Well, they were going through a bunch of shallow stuff, and now they're out by you. Did they is that where they were so far up there, or they're coming back and decided not to do where they were going?
I bet they was down in the river. We're at pretty much mid lake. So he didn't catch anything shallow. He might not seen anything he likes, or he knows another cove. There's lots of coves with creeks here. I have seen that.
Charlie's talking smack on there and on my phone. Texting me.
But if you ever get a chance to perspective view, live scope and shallow water, you've got to try it.
Yeah, I'm looking at. So I've had Lowrance since on my 2019 ProCat 240, and then this year when I got the 2.0 Dynasty, I went all GPS Garmin, and I really love it. And I'm looking to get the new Kraken that has the transducer, where you can run the transducer wire through on the Garmin. I've not had live scope. I've actually not even been on a boat that had live scope. So pretty interested to get that.
It's real. I bet it pays for in passage.
I think just especially like in a lot of the bait that I get, knowing what's in front of me and not kind of throwing for ghost or, throwing 10 times, I can throw once. A lot of the places there's bait in 10 different spots, where I go. But if I can narrow that down to one, that's going to save a ton of time.
Yeah.
Hey, Bryan and Coy, we got a match. Charlie just doesn't stop. I don't know.
Oh, did you hear that? Charles is probably still laid up in the fart sack.
I guarantee he's in bed right now. I guarantee he's laying in bed.
Oh, I know he is.
Is he talking smack?
He's something about being hanging around Coy too much, and then he done pulled a Coy and pulled the hook out, and he's betting $500. Coy gets mopped today. Richard Script says live scope is excellent for getting bait. So who all so far has live scope on your boat today?
Do what?
Catnapper's got live. Hey, Catnappers, I don't know if you guys, I can't unmute you. I don't know if you have your phone muted.
So a lot of
Shay, do
times,
you have
Alex,
live
when,
scope?
Yes.
hey, Alex, a lot of times if we can't hear them talking, they'll have to refresh their page and re-enter. Because if you get a text message or a call, you'll be able to hear your sound, but you can't hear us.
Yeah, Catnappers, I think you're going to have to go out and come back in because I can't unmute you for some reason. Steve, can you guys hear me? Okay, right? We just can't hear you. So usually I can unmute and mute people, but I can't with you guys. JT's got live scope. Live scope probably don't work too good at 50 miles an hour though.
I got it on my boat.
Can you hear us now?
Yep. Sounds good now. So everybody here has got live scope then.
I don't. I mean, I have.
Bryan, do you think? Oh, you don't have live scope.
I don't have live. I mean, I have live scope. I just don't have it on this boat.
We're actually watching
Okay,
it right now.
let's pull this up. Catnapper's got it.
We're actually just watching it.
What are we looking at here?
We're just watching to see if we see any of these big fish on the bottom as we're drifting, and just watching the bait. Just
So
something
kind
else
of
to look at.
explain that how that works. So it's looking 40 foot. Kind of go over how that, because I have no idea what I'm looking at here.
Yeah, I'm on. So like right there's 60 foot forward, 40 foot down. The boat's right here, and then we're looking forward as we're drifting to it. There was a bunch of bait. We've about went over it all. There's one little pod of some little stuff right there.
So that's a pod right there moving. That's a pod of shad, you'd say?
Yes.
That's awesome.
And then there was some big shad down on the bottom. There comes some more down low. And then we're
what
just
is
kind
the
of
line in the middle right there? That's not the bottom, is it?
Yeah,
Oh, so that's the bottom right. Okay, yeah. So that's another bait ball.
Right.
So there's a lot of bait balls, kind of, or not a lot, but they're starting to show up. That is impressive. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, there's just a steady bait balls going by.
So are you kind of looking as you use this as a tool while you're dragging just to see if you got fish in front of you. You might see like a bait ball and maybe some fish below it.
Yeah, and I'm not for sure if you can see these bigger baits down here at the bottom right now.
Yeah. What do you think that is? Just big shad? Or?
Probably big shad.
That is incredible. What's the cone little thing on the right, on the top by the 60?
That tells me which way it's pointing off the nose of my boat.
Okay. So you can change the forward range and the down range. That's impressive.
Yeah, I can go to perspective and shallow mode, or I can look straight down and this here is just looking forward. And there's like all this right here. That's probably some big baits or on the bottom right there.
So do you definitely probably use it to catch bait?
That's really all it's for. We just do this when there's nothing else to do, waiting to get a bite.
Huh. I'm gonna have to look into getting this live scope stuff. I've never, like I said, I've heard people talk about it. Everybody loves it, especially and there's controversy in the catfish world, or not the catfish world, but the bass world about should it be allowed in the crappie world and so on. But I don't know that the catfish world. Brian, I don't know if you can hear me.
I can.
Brian, I don't know what your thoughts are. In the crappie world, there's a lot of controversy about, should it be allowed, should it not be allowed. I foresee it helping the catfish world right now, besides for getting bait. I don't know that it helps.
I don't know. I kind of still follow the bass world, but years of fishing in the bass tournaments, and when I first started fishing, I had the X15 Lowrance paper graph, and then when they transitioned into the screens that we have now, people were griping about that. And, it's been a constant upgrade in technology. And it seems like as it does, there's always somebody going to whine about the technology, not fishing more. But no, I like seeing the live scope. You see all these trophy bass being caught in Texas the last 2 to 3 years, breaking records, and it's due to live scope. I do believe that in the crappie world, we'll probably see more regulations as far as limits on weights, because now that people get used to live scoping, it may take all day to catch 25 fish your limit, but now it goes out and you're assured 25 fish in a couple of hours a lot of times with live scope. So there's a lot more fish being caught with live scope, but I'm not against it.
Yeah. Well, that's the first time I've honestly seen it like that firsthand. That's that Catnapper just showed. That's pretty sweet. So I'm gonna have to look into it. It always just looks so like in depth. I didn't know if it's something to mess with, but I think it's gonna help for bait for sure in my area.
I think it's a matter of time for some guys figure out, especially on the Mississippi River, how to use live scope targeting large fish, active fish.
I used it in the Mississippi this year.
How'd that work? Do you see a future?
It's really dirty, but for down rods, I could see if he was going through brush, you can see the brush coming up 50 foot ahead of you. So you can actually reel up to where you can see where your weight and bait is to try to go right at the top of it if you see fish on it. Couldn't see when you get in swirl holes and stuff. You could see lots and lots of fish down at the bottom, and it's unreal how many fish will actually swim up to your bait and then just turn around and go back down.
We've watched several fish hanging rods off the side swim up to it and swim away.
Yeah. I quit. I don't know if it affects catfish or not, but it seems like on my lake that I got on sitting on the spot lock, catching them over and over and over, even on down rods, and I've turned it on a couple times. And that I don't know if it's the way the ping is or something. In my mind, it's like it messes with the catfish. It's happened to me. I've only live scoped one catfish, and it was in 50 foot. But other than that, it seems, and it might have just been the way it fell. I don't know, but it seems like it affected them.
There is a guy actually. I have to find that, but somebody was catching catfish in a lake. Now they were small catfish, but he was catching a lot of catfish in some lake in Kansas. But that's the thing a lot of people talk about too is, I have people that they'll turn their sonars off when they're fishing, even when they're bumping. They think that even that sonar on affects them, which I disagree. Just because I like a loud stereo, And I mean, I've caught a lot of big fish with my stereo cranked, even on Wheeler at night, dragging, in 30 foot of water with the subs bumping and still catching fish. So, I mean, I don't know. Everybody's got their own technique, and that's, if as long as that's what they believe in, that's what works.
We're missing our music today, huh?
Do you guys play a lot of music or?
Oh yeah, we're always jamming.
Nice. What kind of music?
Everything.
Do you think music affects the fish?
No.
Not at all.
I mean, if you turn it up loud enough, it makes them bite, right?
I'm telling you, man, I can thank my music. Skinny, what do you got to say?
I think sometimes it could. If you're fishing 1 foot of water, no wind, and playing some Snoop Dogg,
No, I
you might
agree.
scare them away.
I agree 100%. The year that Seth McAllister and I got third at the Sea Arc tournament, we were kind of throwing Hail Marys. We had a good bag, and we were playing some like 90, some hardcore like Juvenile and Snoop Dogg, and I had it cranked. We were just throwing giant baits, and then at 1 o'clock, just got smoked by a 73. And that was in 30 foot of water.
I was fishing with George Jr. and Skinny on the Mississippi River, and the bite had gotten kind of slow, and George asked me to turn the stereo on. I asked him what he wanted to hear, and he said, I want to listen to George Jones. So we put some George Jones, cranked it up. I caught my PB about 5 minutes later.
Wow.
What genre they like?
I'll be honest. I mean, I listen to it all: country, some rock, mainly country and some hip hop. But they bite good on the hip hop. I don't know what it is, especially the like the '90s hip hop. I think we were playing. I got 5 on it when we got that 73. Oh my. What's Coy doing? Has he got it hung up, or he's changed some fresh bait, or? Oh.
Well, got a snag.
Your sister's not getting the response out of us that she wants on Facebook Live, so now she's texting.
Courtney's getting the net again. The fish, Courtney? I think the only boat that's caught fish on here is the Kitty Guide Service. I think they got something in their bait. I think there's goes at giant. Shay, that was an incredible fast spot retrieval right there. We're gonna have to do a screen record and come back and replay some of these bloopers. So far, I need to get a tally count on here. So far, 17 missed fish between the 3 boats on. And Coy's got 14 of them. Oh my. Let's see, striper guys will bang on the bottom of the boat with a padded. Is this true? Richard says striper guys will bang on the bottom of the boat with a padded oar. It actually called humming and has been proven successful.
We went through a group of striper guides this morning, and one of them had a trolling motor on the back with half in the water splashing. One of them had a looked like a fiberglass rod spanking the water with it. Some of them will.
What did you guys? I mean, if I came up on that, I would be thinking that there's something wrong with them. I'd be worried about them.
Right.
Like they've been out there too long or something. If they're hitting the side of the boat and stomping.
Yeah.
I have a splasher for mine, and it is night and day different. How good it works.
Really?
For
That's
striper,
what Richard just said. The striper slapper. Well, they have. What is those things for the catfish? Don't they got where you hit the side of the boat or the water?
They have something in Europe that they use for those Wells catfish.
So after today, what's your guys' next events that you're fishing?
Lake of the Ozarks.
So you're not fishing until Lake of the Ozarks?
Nope. You know, I just started watching that Ozark series on TV, and I can't wait to get to Lake of the Ozarks now.
Yeah. Yeah, the lake's a cool place. It really is.
I fished Lake Ozarks about 4 years ago when I bought the boat from Dave.
Does Coy got a big one on, or what's going on here?
I think he's pulling in
a tree fish.
Wow. It's a root ball.
Got a good bend on it. Ooh, looks like Courtney's about ready.
Damn, that was round.
Wow.
Had to cross one thing on.
I should have picked it up and showed them. That was a full-blown root ball.
What happened to Jerry Dillard?
I don't know if they made a move or what.
Did you say earlier they didn't have a fish in the boat?
No, that was yes, they didn't. Jerry didn't. Yeah. And now they disappeared. They've been running like JT. Here's Catnapper's back.
Phone died.
Oh. How's the heater treating you?
It's not on now. But it's
Easy,
good.
Skinny.
Fish down there, ain't there? There's 600.
What do you got going on there, Brian?
We're going through a stump field and we're bringing in another tree.
Oh my.
Looks like the sun might pop out. I don't think that was on the
It is.
forecast.
Something broke these out.
Oh yeah. You think that might change the bite?
Guaranteed.
If you're, I saw, Then when that sun comes out, a lot of times that I don't even want shallow bite might turn on. Yeah, we're in some stumps.
All right, catnappers, can you hear us?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you flip your screen around? Show us your good side. Ooh, Bryan, you are getting some sun.
Yeah.
That could change everything.
Yes, it could.
Have you seen that happen where the sun came out and it really changed the bite?
Nakedish.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's very true.
Second day.
There,
on
that's
Natchitoches.
beautiful.
You know, I don't know if you remember that, but the forecast that day was the sun was supposed to come out at 1 o'clock. We'd caught good fish. I think both teams, y'all did too, all day on Friday. And then we had clouds move in on Saturday, but the forecast showed the sun to pop out at 1. Well, the bite was terrible. And we couldn't wait for that sun to pop out. And it was just like they turned the light. I mean, it was on. Sun popped out, 5 minutes, fish in the boat. One right after another. I'm not going to say what depth of water we moved to when it happened, because that's what we're fixing to do.
All right, looks like everybody's. I'm gonna run down and get a quick cup of coffee, and I'll be right back. Hopefully, when I come back, somebody's catching a fish.
I'm checking bags. It's been on there for 2 hours. You're gonna have to go in.
I mean, we got the 0.5 going. We're good. Just move this side. Trade up. One tick. Spread up. Oh, you get bit right here. They've been fucking with it. Okay. They're right over there. That's what they do. They're dragging us. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. Oh, no. on, guys. Y'all pretty quiet.
Me and Cutter about to play bumper boat.
I guess, did we
Mine's
lose
bigger.
John and Jerry? And Devin?
Hey, if you hang his boards over there when we go by, you just cause mine's okay. We'll take his risk.
No,
You know what? A bit.
All right, I'm back. Sun's out, guns out. Anybody got a fish yet?
no, change the bait.
Yeah.
More Texas tournaments, Jeremy Robinson said. Jeremy, if we can get some support as we're growing west, I think we're going to see a couple Texas tournaments in 25. Looks like the sun's definitely out for everyone.
It's coming out.
It's trying to.
So Brian or Shay, are you guys using drift socks at all?
No, I've got the paddles on my power pole.
We have one
Oh,
drift
so you're
sock out.
using the power poles.
Yeah.
So I see catnappers have their drift sock right in the middle.
Here, I'll flip this around and let you see Cutter's crappie house.
Oh, that's over there.
See what?
I
don't know if you can zoom or not.
Wow. So is everybody dragging against the wind or into the wind?
I'm going again.
We're going with it this time.
We've
We've been going against it all morning, and we just scooted over and went the other way this time.
Oh, whoa, hold on here. Hold on. We got a good, we might have a good one on here.
She's got one there.
Courtney, I can guarantee you one thing, that fish is hooked. Here, Kitty Guide Service. We got a new net man. Donald Moore is watching.
Oh, you better not miss it with a net.
Yeah, net man is the most important job. Oh, he handed it off. I don't know if that was a good handoff or not, giving that to Shay.
I mean, he can't miss it with that net. I'm pretty sure I'd fit in that thing.
Oh, looks like a good splash. Let's see. Come on. Oh my! Look at the bend. Sweet. Let's see. Oh my! That's a good blue right there. Awesome job. How did you guys get that reeled in and not get any other lines tangled up?
I thought he was a stopper. He circled 3 planter.
Wow. Good hook set.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah. The roof of his mouth.
What do you think that fish weighs? That's a good fish.
He might touch 30.
Give us a good view of that thing.
We're passing him right now. I said 28.
Yeah, won't go 30. Oh, that's a good looking fish right there. They won't let us see in the rest of the live well. Could have 5 of them in there. Ooh, they're gonna throw one back. You guys got a limit. Brian, does that make you a little nervous?
No.
You think there's a chance they will have 5 of those?
Hey, how's it making Brian nervous? He ain't got a fish all day.
Best is yet to come.
Still early, still 11:15. What time does this tournament get over?
3 o'clock.
You got to quit fishing at 3, or do you got to be back at 3?
We got to quit fishing at 3. Got to be back at 4:15.
Oh, Skinny's ready. Oh! He can't get out of the rod holder. Skinny, you got to quit scaring us like that. Looks like we're measuring. Shay's getting some fish out, measuring them, weighing them. Oh, they got the scale out. What are you throwing back? 2-3 pounds?
Do what?
What are you throwing back? A 3-pounder?
3 or 4, yeah.
Courtney, you deserve a break now. You can sit down and let him kind of get the lines back out for you. That's them right there dragging, isn't it?
Yeah.
Catnappers got you. They know what you're doing. Coming in on their spot.
It was nonstop texts and boom.
You guys got to be warm in there, catnappers. Oh, you got that nice little heater. So, Courtney, do you think that fish was? Do you think it was smaller fish that was pecking at it, and then the big fish came, or do you think that big fish was just kind of?
I think it was
testing it?
I think it was perfect. Big one. If we see on the screen. Oh, it filled out for a bit, and I went to keep chasing them and
No.
all the.
It looked like it was a good fight.
Looked like he was in the mud.
Oh, I see both your boats now. What do you guys call his boat?
The crappie house.
The crappie house. Oh my. The crappie house is definitely the most comfortable right now.
Yeah. Well, after the sun comes, it's pretty nice now.
So look at that though. The sun comes out, bigger fish in the boat.
Yep.
That's getting Bryan fired up.
Right, Bryan was right.
The only thing that scares me with Bryan's team is if they're going to go and they're going to pull a little too early on that rod and they're going to lose that fish again.
Skinny get it.
Cutter,
Do what?
the Cutter, can you hear me?
Yeah.
How far out is your last planter board?
I don't know. It's way out there.
Good Lord.
150 yards.
150 yards.
About three quarters of a spool on a 7,000.
He's using binoculars to look at it.
I'd hate to reel that
Yeah,
one
he's got GPS trackers on his planter boards.
We passed him about 10 minutes ago. We're just
Wendell ran through my board yesterday, and he said, "I went 100 yards behind your boat."
Yeah.
But Bryan, you're the only team so far that has not put a fish in the boat on live.
We caught them all this morning.
Yeah.
I had $1 for every time I heard he caught them all this morning. Dude, I'd pay money to watch you guys pull him out of the live well.
Look, here he is. Little ducky.
Hey, that's good luck. Don't lose that rubber duck.
I made sure he was healthy before we put them fish in there this morning.
I thought you was just supposed to do that just for Sally.
Bryan, so let's talk about this call out that I did. It's the first official call out I've ever done. And that's going to be November
25th.
25th, Saturday, November 25th. And is it just going to be one person on each? Oh my, is that we got another fish? Hold on.
They just stuck another one, looks like.
I'm impressed.
Add another time.
Skinny's
Got
got a
another
big
takedown.
Skinny got a big tree.
You're going to have to tie him down in a seat and quit letting him fish the hooks out.
It's a stump.
It's a fish in our eyes, Brian. It's always a fish. Ooh, Skinny's on the back deck. Okay, so Brian, November 25th, Red River.
Natchitoches, Louisiana.
Fresh bait.
What's some of the rules?
All fish count.
So we're going to use that one scale. We'll weigh all the fish on live, throw them back. So we're just going to do a total weight?
Total weight. That's what I think.
I agree, because if we do most fish, I can't beat you.
And I think
you little fish, you're on them. You'll catch 100 of them.
I think we should make it a minimum of 5 pounds. Anything under 5 is no
I'll
count.
handicap you. Just me and you in the boat. Me and my boat in your boat.
Do what?
Just 2 boats. I'm in mine. You're in yours. No partners.
Correct. Or anybody else that wants to join in the challenge, bring your boat.
I'm cool with that.
We know Charles won't, but
He wants in it.
No, Charles isn't coming. Well, I mean, the problem is he won't be able to get out of bed in time, so we don't have to worry about him.
Where's that one at on the 25th? The Red River?
Yeah.
Skinny, you just stay out of it.
And then the winner, the loser buys dinner downtown Natchitoches Steak.
Loser buys dinner downtown Natchitoches Steak.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of that restaurant we ate at, I believe, the last night. I think they had lobster. What was the name of those? Was it meat pies?
Oh yeah.
The meat pies.
Okay.
So November 25th, Red River, Natchitoches, Brian versus Alex. Anybody else want to be a part of that? More than welcome to come. I mean, the official call out is between me and Brian, but if anybody else wants to try to be a part of that live, reach out to us, and we have a couple boats down there. That'd be cool.
It's a really fun fishery.
Yeah. Especially that time of year. I mean, that's.
Yeah. Alligators, blue cat.
I would say, and I fished a lot of places. That's probably one of my favorite places to fish.
Some of the meanest catfish in the country.
Oh my! I
You
don't
think
know.
you'll remember what we taught you since it's been 2.5 years ago?
Hey, Coy, read my hat.
For what we taught you?
Can you see my hat?
Find your own fish.
Oh, I'm surprised lightning hasn't struck your house.
You read that, Coy. You read
I'm
it.
surprised lightning hadn't struck your house.
No, when you did that live the other day, we were talking about Natchitoches, and Charles was online in comments really talking trash. And I don't know if you read my comment, but we sold Charles planer boards, taught him how to use them, got his bait, and told him where to go.
Well, that story.
You were on that boat, Alex.
You were on that boat, Alex.
I've been using planer boards for 9 years, so you
Well,
have to teach him how to use them.
I know you have to teach him how, though.
That's the first time he's ever used planer boards, circle hooks, and drug bait, as far as I'm concerned.
I think so.
Shay and Courtney, it'd be a good time if you guys want to join. It's the Red River. November 25th, I did an official call out to Bryan at the Red River in Natchitoches. So if you've not ever been on the Red River, it's an exceptional fishery. Probably and I fished a lot of lakes, probably my favorite place to fish.
Your favorite lake is what?
It's my favorite. Well, it's kind of a river and a lake, the Red River. I would say it's my favorite place to fish.
We're only minutes.
It's in Natchitoches.
Oh.
Natchitoches. Probably not that. How far would Natchitoches be for them, Bryan?
They're probably an hour closer, so just probably around 3.5, 4 hours.
I don't know that I want them to come after what I've seen them do today.
Right. It's a great the Red River and the Natchitoches area is great dragging baits, and also you can also bump certain times of the year.
And the food, everything, the atmosphere is great. The food is awesome. It's just a fun place to be. It's like let me look that up. How far a drive that is?
Yeah, when we get there, downtown will be decorated, all the Christmas lights, the river. Great place.
Day after Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Yeah. That is 11 hours, and that's 12 hours, 742 miles from my house, 12 hours. So, Bryan, just remember that I'm calling you out, and I got a 12-hour drive, and you got a 3-hour drive.
Yeah, I remember. I'll remember. I'm 4.5 hours, actually. I was going to say.
Still, I'm 12. And I'm going to put it to you.
I'm ready. I can't wait.
It's 5 hours and 30 minutes.
4 hours and 29 minutes.
You know what? I'd love to see Coia bring his boat. Ooh, is that a snag there, Skinny?
Bouncing off.
Ooh, looks like Dillard and Hogan woke up. Let's see if they're Can you guys hear us?
We hear you.
You guys get up finally? You guys are all over the place. Coming up shallow. Now looks like you're in the main lake.
Yeah.
Ooh, is that a bite?
Pulling some boards now.
How many fish you got in the boat?
Same amount we did when we last saw you.
0?
We're still
Hey,
at the same amount
Jerry.
the last time.
Hey, Jerry.
Yes.
The people that bought your gator tracks, are they fishing this tournament?
Yes, they are.
Okay. Yeah, they're right in front of me.
Hope it knows how to get the fish.
So Jerry, did you guys see the fish that Courtney caught?
We did not.
You don't want to know.
You don't want to know. I'll tell you that. Another thing is they're the only team I've seen catch fish today. No, I'm wrong. Catfish brought one in.
Okay. You saw both them catch fish.
Shay lost another good one though. I think Courtney's gonna tie him in a seat.
I do my best work from this seat.
Don't worry about it, Jerry. Your $580 is looking good, bud.
Who bought you, Shay?
Cutter bought me.
Jerry?
Yeah, Jerry's still laughing, Skinny.
Are you coming through for us, Skinny?
Don't worry about it, Jerry.
All right.
Skinny's at least lost 10 fish. So we have a tally counter of how many hooks have been pulled out of fish's mouth. And it was 17 when you left. Now we're at 42, and Coi's got 38 of them.
And a couple of tree stumps.
Yeah, Coy caught the biggest stumps I've ever seen.
So does everybody have 5 except us?
I think let me try to bring catnappers back in. Catnappers, can you hear us?
Yeah.
You guys don't have a limit, do you yet?
No. 4. 3.
3. What do you think of the fish that Courtney caught?
That was a good one. We were right beside him. I knew to buy Shay in that Calcutta because I knew it was going to come drag right beside me and then kick my tail. So, I mean, I couldn't go wrong.
Nah, that's a smart buy. Real smart buy. All right, looks like we got a special guest coming in on the show. Bryan.
Big guess.
Huh?
Who is it?
You ready to bring him on?
Do it.
Oh, it's Charles.
It's Charles.
Charles. He's out of bed.
He's out of bed. He's on.
I'll see you in Natchitoches, Bryan. You be ready. Hey, you be ready to buy me the biggest steak on their menu.
I'll be ready, buddy. You can sit here and talk all the trash you want in front of this audience, but we all know you won't be there.
Hey, we're all going to remember this conversation here in a couple weeks.
I mean, it's a solo deal. I mean, have you ever put your boat in by yourself?
It sucks.
It's getting deep, isn't it, Charles?
Yeah, now I can. Kevin helped me out with that. He showed me what to put on my bunks to get the boat off easy. Yeah, it's been getting deep. Now Corey's back here all shied up now that I'm on here.
How'd that date go the other night, Charles?
Hey, Skinny, you know Bryan brought you so you would actually put fish in the boat because Corey kept jerking the hooks out.
I know.
We thought Coy had a good one earlier, but it was the stump.
So since we're on live, I'll tell you, every tournament we fished together and every time I've been in the boat with Charles, I've caught more fish than him every time, and he can't say a word about it.
Hey. God, he can't handle it. Coy just cannot handle it. He cannot handle it. I'm gonna buy Coy a pacifier.
It looks like, is the sun going back down?
We still have, it's still cloudy out. It's just cloudy, overcast.
So I don't know, Charles, if you've seen it, but Courtney got a good bite and caught probably one almost 30 pounds. But
yeah, I bet that's the biggest.
Hey guys.
What'd you say?
Yeah, we are. I had a team call me a little while ago, and they wanted to make sure that there was no over and under on this tournament. To make sure it wasn't a slot lake. So they didn't tell me what they had, but they wanted to make sure there was Some lakes
Now-
down here only have 2 over 30, and they were calling to make sure this wasn't one of them.
Now that's smart. Now that's some stuff that I like to do. That's what I call them head games. They're either really messing with you.
Or they've got several to see.
Yeah. I mean, they clearly know it's a 5 fish limit, right? No.
Think they would.
No over under. Yeah, that's something I like to do every once in a while is call and mess with Bryan. I'll do that a lot. No, November 25th.
Ha!
Hey, I got one for Coy. Tell Coy to come to the camera, Bryan.
He's
I can hear you.
he can hear you.
I want him to see it.
He's
I'll pull you up real big.
he's changing bait.
Hey, Rhonda.
I want him to see it.
Oh,
What's that?
King Cat Championship.
You really want to go there?
Hey, here's an idea, Bryan. Here, what do you think of
You
this?
see where that's at?
Hey, what's that?
You see where it's
I
at,
see
right?
What if we do like a traveling plaque, and then each year, which we'll do it more than once a year, but then we'll put the winner and then the pounds that they had and all that, kind of like what we do at Dalton Classic.
Hey,
I think that's a great idea.
you were.
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
Coy talks about
Hey,
lake
hey,
fishing,
Bryan.
but there's
Yeah.
the last lake we was at right there. He said I couldn't meet him.
Oh, Bryan, that's getting deep.
I can't beat him on the lake.
Donald beat us.
Hey, Coy, this is for you. I'm doing this for you and Bryan. You ready?
Yeah.
This is the hat that I'll be wearing down in Natchitoches. So Charles gonna have to find his own fish.
I'll be in my same hole.
We ran the trolling motor that
All
night.
three of them will be in the same hole.
The only thing Charles is gonna have going for him is he's gonna still have the lines that we fished.
They're all on my graph, buddy.
They're on ours too.
I'll fish your spot out. I'll fish it out for you.
You're not even going to be there.
You're the one not gonna be there. I called you out there a while ago and you told me no, you was gonna stay in Texas. You was scared. Hey,
I told you I value our friendship too much to hurt your feelings that bad.
I'll do it right here in front of everybody. I'll take you on there one-on-one. One-on-one. Don't worry about friendship. Just bring it. I'm calling you there. Calling you out. Bring that boat.
I'm going to be at the dailies.
That's his hunt weekend.
Oh my.
That's fun.
This hunting stuff, I tell you.
And just for
Can't
the
be good
record,
at both.
And just for the record,
I hope he-
Natchitoches was not my favorite place ever.
I hope he's better at hunting than he is fishing.
Coy, what's your favorite place to fish?
Lake Tawakoni.
Used to be, maybe.
Bryan, can you talk to him for me?
There still is. Get so many good
Bryan, what are you eating now? What is that?
What is that? Looks good.
Yeah, where do you get that at? A Texas thing?
Yeah, I guess.
What is it? Like a hot pocket?
Fish on the boys, fish on.
I heard fish on. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Live action.
Live action.
Hey, the sun's shining. They're biting.
Yep. Let's see if they can not get tangled up. They got 14 rods in the water, I think. Charles, this is a weird tournament. I think you can use as many rods as you can have. What's weird is Coi's like, well, we should always do that. Well, I don't know if it matters. They got 40 rods in the boat.
Fish from the live well, that's all that matters.
Because you know what? Shay's only using 6 or 8 rods, and he's doing the best.
You don't know what we have in the live well.
This is an important fish coming in right
Everything
here.
you caught yesterday doesn't count.
Uh-oh, that looked like a foul hook.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, foul hook.
It was right in the middle.
He threw it back. He got fish in the back.
We got a lot of drift box in one too.
Hey, wait a minute. I wasn't watching. Did he just throw that fish back?
Threw the fish.
Yeah, it was foul hook.
Oh, it was foul hook?
Yeah.
Fish.
Getting a million bites, but no connection.
Why
It
didn't
was
you do
hooked
like
in,
you do
yeah.
in bass fishing and just put your body in front of the camera and nobody would have saw it?
I thought about that.
Both tournament directors are on here watching.
Have you seen that at some of the controversy at MLF?
Yeah.
I have not.
Where the anglers have foul hook a couple of them and they'll get over the side of the boat, unfoul hook it, stick the finger in their mouth and bring it overboard and weigh it. I mean, who unhooks a fish overboard?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit of controversy in the bass world right now.
Well, don't they have a judge in the boat?
Yeah, but he can't see because he's standing up in the boat. You can't tell either. The cameraman's he's got his hands under the water.
Yeah. Yeah, automatic DQ right there if they're gonna do some shady stuff like that.
There he is. Get it.
Oh, whoa.
Oh my God.
Oh, Skinny.
Look at this.
Oh, God. Skinny.
I mean, the
Coia
take
is really rubbed
down
off
the
on you.
century right there.
He almost reeled down before the bite happened. That's how fast Skinny is. Brian, what do you got now? I'll tell you what, I'm going to have to start fishing with Brian because he's got the best snacks on his boat. Who packs your snacks?
I brought him some beaver nuggets.
Got some Charlie nuggets.
Them are Bucky nuggets.
Look at that, another fish in a boat. The catnappers almost got a limit. The fish is turning on. Shay, it's time. You guys are due.
What does Shay have going on?
I don't know, Shay. I felt that here in Illinois.
You know what? I know what Shay and them's doing different. And we'll get some more fish.
What's that? He's got the net. Donald Moore. Better watch.
pulling in the wind.
Yep. That's something I was gonna say that I'm not seeing anybody else doing. I see a lot of drift socks out there.
This is probably
We pulled
educational
into
for
the wind all
Charles.
morning.
Oh yeah, catnappers is pulling into the wind in the morning.
Maybe just drag whole baits, right?
Cleaner board off. Let's see what they got. Look at that reel. That is impressive. Seth Macklow is going to have some competition, I think. I'd like to see Shay and Seth Macklow do a real competition. Charlie, who do you think would win that?
The difference is they don't reel till the fish is
What's that?
Who do you think would win between Seth Macklow and Shay McDonald on a real contest?
Shay.
That's a good looking fish there too. That.
In a fishing contest, Shay would.
No, not a fishing contest. I said a reel, like reeling down.
Bit skinny.
Oh, reeling down.
What'd she say? What'd she say?
Say it again.
No.
Bit skinny.
I think Seth and Coy.
Good skinny.
I think it's cutting out in the beginning. I think she's talking crap to Skinny.
Yeah, that's how you do it, skinny.
That's how you do it.
Hey, Skinny. Sorry about that, but she's show that fish to Skinny, girl. Show him what happens. You know what you're doing.
I seen it.
So the cheaper little fish.
I think Seth and Coy would be really close competitors on reeling down.
Oh yeah, show us that fish, girl. Look at that thing. That's awesome.
That's a fatty.
Yeah, that's a fat little dude there. They're gonna throw another one back. They're calling fish.
Bryan looks like he's worried a little bit.
You know, there's a lot of time left. You know, Dillard and Hogan, they've been leaving most of the week. They got kind of late start. Doesn't it? I mean, it looks like they got a lot of. With catnappers, I think they got 8 rods out. It looks like, from what I can see, Bryan got 16 out. Might have more than that. That just looks like a possibility of an absolute disaster of a mess. Now you know why they get all mad when they come up to us and they can only have 6 rods in use at a time. They're used to having 16.
Now, if you got the wrong bait on, it doesn't matter if you got 2 or 20.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I want to know
got the wrong bait.
Yeah, I want to see what Courtney's doing right now. They're weighing fish, but I want to see what they're not really showing us their bait. I wonder if it's how they're cutting their bait. They're calling, Bryan. This is what you want to watch here. This is where it. They're throwing fish back. That's a scale. That's one of your scales, Brian?
Yes.
He's hoping he calibrated it wrong, so you throw the wrong ones back. I still don't know that that would help.
Yeah. We'll drop off a little bit deeper. 24.
Hold on, don't. Oh, Brian can need some of them fish.
I'd take one.
Dillard needs a couple too. All right, Brian. Looks like Glenn got the logo done.
For the
hold up for the whipping you're gonna get right there.
Catfish Challenge. That's awesome.
The Red River. Looks like Glenn actually on the picture. Look at the guy that's got the fish on. That looks like Glenn.
Hey, that looks like Glenn down in Mississippi when we were down there and he lost his world record.
That one he was shaking on?
Oh, he's still shaking. I guarantee he was shaking for at least 30 minutes after. He said he wakes up in the middle of the night sometimes shaking on that fish. Oh my.
Oh God. That does look like it.
No, it does. You know, I don't know what, Charlie, if I had to pick a boat to be on today, I'm going to say Catnapper's got the most comfortable setup because they got some nice heat going. They were both in T-shirts. The dog's the captain. The next boat I would probably be in is Brian's boat because he has the most snacks. Sure. And then, then I would be in this boat here, the Kitty Kitty Guide Service, because they're catching the most fish. And then after my snacks and catching fish, I'd end up in this boat, take some naps. Oh my, what in the world's on your cutting board?
Yeah.
Wow.
Buffalo.
Just swimming with it.
Just buffalo size.
We're just trying to rest up for the fish that we're going to catch in the last hour.
Is there a boat coming up on you?
What?
Maybe I'm just seeing things.
All right. Hey, Alex.
Yes.
I'm gonna talk some smack to Devin Hogan because I know he can take
What
it.
I do?
What I do.
Okay. Talk some smack.
So this is I've never been here. Shay and Courtney's never been here, and I think Cutter's probably only been here once. This is kind of out of our territory. This lake.
Oh, y'all.
This is Devin Hogan's home lake. He has a house here
on the lake.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's like a quarter mile from the boat ramp.
That's waterproof. If anybody's gone up the river and they look over towards Lakeside and they see a house with a Texas flag roof, that's mine.
That's Devin's. And when I came here, I heard he was the tournament favorite.
That's where you messed up.
Have y'all even got water in your live well yet? Is there any water in that live well?
There is water in it.
Hey, it's full of water. That's it.
So Bryan, that goes to say that it doesn't matter. You can be on your home body of water, and I've seen it. As a tournament director, I've seen it so many times where you go to Charles Blair's backyard, and he might not have a good finish, even though it's his home body of water.
Yeah, I mean we fished. We had to fish 4 events to get our 4 events in for Twisted Cat this year, and we fished with Charles in his backyard, and that was our worst finish of the season.
Yeah, I mean that goes to show you that it doesn't matter if it's usually it's the people that come. I mean, look at right here, the kitty boat. Look at this team right here. First time on the lake, right, Courtney?
Do what?
First time on this lake.
Yeah. I mean, I used to come here as a kid.
So first time fishing this lake, and you guys are putting a mopping on these other guys. I mean, Hogan's got a house on the lake.
They haven't had.
To be fair, I haven't fished this lake in probably 8 months.
But you know what? It's only noon, so they got 3 hours left. A lot can change.
Oh, that's for sure. And a couple of big fish.
Looks like, I don't know, catfish or I don't know what they got a fish on or.
No, we got boards tangled up.
Oh my, that's terrible. I hate when that happens. Looks like Shay's doing some exercise. What kind of a exercise is that?
That's the break exercise.
Oh my.
Is the word.
Skinny's about to do that here in a second. Here he goes. Let's get this on big screen.
Don't pull it out, Skinny. Don't pull it out.
Is it a fish?
Oh, he got him. He got him this time.
He doesn't even know if it's a fish or not.
That's a big fish. That's a big one.
Bryan, what's going on? Is it a fish?
Oh, wow. Good fish.
Yeah, he got 1-2 pounds.
Oh, Skinny's on the board with a fish. Good rod bent. Team Dragon Master, this could be it.
Skinny says it's the top of a tree.
Is he pulling the boat backwards or?
Oh yeah, change.
I don't see any splashing.
Like,
they don't even know what they got right now. Are they gonna have a tangled up mess? Oh my, look at the splash on that.
Okay, he might go 5 pounds.
They might got one 7 pounds.
Let go!
He thought he was hung up on a snag.
Unless, what is it?
It's a good one.
Will it go 20? Bryan, I told you needed to have Skinny in the boat today, did I not?
Another one for me.
Another big one for Skinny.
So listen, Skinny just jump in the boat in 24. Boy, can you show it?
No, we're not showing fish today.
We got a limit in the live well.
You can't show us the fish you caught?
No,
I don't want to make anybody nervous.
We got a limit in the live well. I'll tell
Yeah,
you that.
I'm telling you right now, Courtney and Shay they're so nervous right now. You know why they're so nervous? Because you didn't put another one back. And they got another fish on, maybe? Or then maybe they're making a move.
Getting in the trees.
A couple baits, Andy.
Tags. What's a tag?
I'll tell you what, this makes me want to go fishing. See if it's going to grow. Charlie, what's the temp down there? $51. All right, Justin, you got somebody rooting for you.
Car.
Oh, my screen's blurry.
You're all blurry now.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Guess I just made it blurry. So who are you guys making a move then, Justin?
Yeah, they're gonna have to get in the
Justin, you guys got a lot of people watching you live.
Oh, what?
All right, Brian, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Where'd you go?
I can.
Get more snacks?
No, I'm gonna take my jacket off. It's getting warm.
All right, well, I'm gonna get ready to jump off here. But this has been great here at Lake Whitney. Thanks for everybody jumping on today and doing a little bit of live on the water and coffee and catfish. I kind of like coffee and catfish.
I like the coffee.
Now I'm the only one drinking. I'm the only one drinking coffee.
Well, her phone.
Hey,
What?
hey, Brian.
Everybody, thank you. Go ahead, Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie.
Kevin, you know how good Kevin is to me. Look what he did for me.
I saw that
He
post.
helped,
That's awesome.
he helped me out. Look at that.
I saw that.
Look at that.
Wait, what is that?
He'll be, hey, listen, that's cool when he slides his boat off down the ramp on the Mississippi.
Oh.
I can put it in. I can get it off. Well, I'm smart enough not to unhook it till I'm at the water.
Yeah, that's true.
You
right.
know.
Hold on. Hey, Shay and Courtney, everybody, Justin, thank you guys for being on. Good luck for the rest of the day.
Thank y'all. See you next time.
Catnappers, thank you guys for being on. Dillard and Hogan.
Appreciate you,
We'll
buddy.
do this again. Everybody, good luck. Say, hey, when you guys, after you weigh, send me some text and let me know how you do, or send me some pictures and I'll make a post. But I appreciate you guys being on, and we'll do this again. And if you guys want a piece of that Red River, you know where to go. Come get it.
We hope you learned something today, Alex. We hope you learned something today. Remember what your hat says. Find your own fish.
Coy, we'll see about that. Well, you haven't beat me in a tournament yet. So just wait.
Hey,
yeah, me and Charles mopped that ass at Sea Arc. When you and Seth wouldn't bet $1,000 with me that morning, we mopped that ass.
Wow, it's getting deep.
I know. I don't know why you're leaving.
Hey, Coy, you think it is. I think he should really come to Natchitoches.
Hey, we enjoyed it.
Yeah, thanks, Alex.
We'll send some pictures. I'll take pictures at the weigh-in.
Yeah, send me some pictures and I'll make a post. And like I said, hopefully you guys catch some more fish. Dillard and Hogan, hopefully you guys catch a fish.
Yeah, thank you.
We wish you luck, Brian.
Wrong.
We might be sandbagging y'all.
Yeah, I know. That's true. Brian, you never know.
You never know.
Remember, they went dark for about an hour and a half.
Yeah, like Baldwin did at Keystone.
You know what?
What y'all don't know is every single tournament we have on this lake, we get to our starting spot, and Devin and us are usually about 50 yards apart in the same spot. That's when we decided we just team up and not have to share our starting spot.
You're running out of time.
We got plenty of time.
You know what? Brian.
Yes, sir.
One thing's for sure. Listen, you'll admit to this. One thing for sure, when me and Coy's in the boat with you, you got the best entertainment.
Oh, it's always entertainment. It's always entertainment.
It's always a good time, Charles.
Except for when
Coy knows how to
not
make
catching any fish and you're getting hung up every 5 minutes. I don't know if you call that entertainment or we need to call it psychologist.
We gotta have fun
Brian.
when we ain't catch your fish.
Yeah, hey, Brian, what do you call the live on the water at MRM?
That was an ass whooping, I guess. So that's what you want me to say.
Y'all were mopping the floor with us.
Yeah, I'm definitely mopping our. Yep. I'm just glad we pre-fished that spot for you guys and gave you a.
We were almost going to go home on Friday after we see you guys. You'd be on a fish, and we got a monster, and you'd hang up. But then what you don't know is I have binoculars in my boat, and that monster you had was 3 pounds.
Right.
So you were just trying to get in our head.
Oh, we got in your head.
But you know what? It all comes down to tournament day.
That's true, and we definitely felt.
Y'all were talking about Blake.
Charles was texting us that night before the tournament and said, "If there's any way that I can get in y'all's boat," and I told Charles, I said, "Man, just stick with Alex. He'll pull it through for you, buddy."
Oh, you're killing me.
I wish you would.
I gotta roll. Hey, you know what? Y'all were talking about Glenn a while ago, and I would really love to get Glenn back in the boat one more time.
100%.
He'll go. Just tell him when.
But yeah, we appreciate it. We'll see everybody else at the weigh-in.
Yeah. Good luck. Have fun. Be safe. And we'll do this again. And then you can also join us Monday night for our Twisted Cat Live podcast at 7. We'll kind of go over some new stuff again, what we got coming for 2024. And again, all of our registration for the tournaments we have are already up. If you want to sign up, Lake Ozarks, we got first tournament December 30th, New Year's Eve weekend. And we hope to see you there. Have a good rest of your weekend. I'm going to try to go fishing this weekend, so we'll see. So good luck. Charlie, thanks for coming on. Brian, everybody.
Thanks, Alex.
You guys get the top 4 spots today.
We're going to work on it.
All right. Well, good luck. We'll see y'all later.
All right. See you.
Put Coy on a fish, Brian.
Yeah. See you, Charlie.
Right.
All right. So that was it. That was our catfish, our coffee and catfish. On Saturday, it's kind of fun doing that. So we'll try to do some more of that stuff. Hopefully I get to go fishing, maybe take Rhett out fishing for some channel cats tomorrow here on the Mississippi River. Again, thanks for watching. If you have any questions about what we have coming up this season, we'll go live again Monday night at 7. Talk about that. Registration's open. You can go to twistedcatoutdoors.com. Again, happy Veterans Day. Enjoy your day if you're out there on the water. I'm going to finish it off with the Fishing for Freedom video again. If you didn't get to see it again, if you want to be a part of that, let us know. It's June 1st, and it's an awesome event. Just watch the video. It really is touching, and it gives some purpose when you want to go give back, and there's no better way to give back than taking a veteran out on the water. So thanks for watching, and we'll have a good rest of your weekend. If I can get it to play. Well, let's see here. All right, just 1 second. All right, now it should play. And again, this is an awesome video. Just take a look at it. And again, if you want to be a part of it, we'd love to have you. All right, here it goes.
Fishing for Freedom may have actually saved my life. It's kind of choke up about it, but it's absolute truth. You know, it's.
And when you get on a gentleman's boat, you become family.
It's got me a hometown now. I have a new home in Quincy.
Sounds like a good day on the lake. Feel good. Did you have fun? Be back again? Fishing for Freedom.
The program that they do for the veterans here is above. It's just outstanding. From the World War II veteran to the Vietnam and to the Iraq, it is very outstanding. And as the young lady said, it is all about family. Family is number one. And when you get on a gentleman's boat, you become family. And the program is generated just for family.
My name is Louis Demers. I'm from Quincy, born here, raised. Went World War II. I've met a real good friend. He's taken me fishing 4 times now, and this will be the 5th coming up. And we're looking forward to catching that big one like everybody else, you know. I think it's a great organization. It's amazing to me Quincy pulled off something like this. This is really, It's big time.
So Lou and I met 2018 here at Fishing for Freedom. Took him out fishing. 94 years old. He crawled in and out of the boat better really than I did, and I hate to say that, but he caught the biggest fish, outfished me, and we've been fishing together ever since that year. So it's I don't think Lou really understands how much of an honor it is for me to take him out every year. So.
We have the banquet where we honor the warriors, and then we thank them for their service, give them a great meal.
We're going to have a banquet. We're going to take them out in the river. They're going to fish, and you're going to have a friendship for life. And that's what we ended up doing. And it's been growing exponentially for the last 13 years. It's up to, I think we have 300 soldiers this year, which is quite a feat for all the volunteers here that are participating.
Good day on the lake. Real good. Did you have fun? Get back again?
This means a lot to me because it's got me a hometown now. I have a new home in Quincy. They helped me with getting an actual physical home. I went through some rough times a few years ago, and the people that I'd met through Fishing for Freedom somehow got me a house to live in. So I'm really grateful for Adam, Kyle, Glenn Sanders, Bob Haverman. Everybody that is, they really are family to me. And it's blood thicker than water, all that. These people are absolute family for me and my other family, my real family.
About 8 years ago, I got a chance to go to Fishing for Freedom. I didn't really know what it was, but I got a chance to go. I was so broke, believe it or not, that I took a train. Okay, and a local guy fishes catfish, Buddy Weisenberger, actually picked me up from the train station. Okay, that's how broke I was, and didn't have a car that was working to get here or nothing. And Fishing for Freedom paid for the hotel, all that. I got all my free stuff. First fishing pole in years since I was a kid, and first fishing tournament ever that I was ever a part of. And I'll be darned, we won the whole thing. Long and short of things, here it is years later. I'm celebrating 5 years clean and sober next month, okay, which is just mind-boggling. I took my own car here with my own boat and took a veteran out myself now, which is just amazing. It's to be able to do that and to see it from the other side of things with the people on the side of the road with the flags and motorcycles. That's just absolutely just amazing event. Married, live in South Carolina, drove 1,000 miles to get here and hoping I can do it every year.
I've been doing this. This is my 3rd year with Lewis Jordan. Amazing event for all the warriors to get out and experience camaraderie, having fun, and your boater becomes like family, and you get to go fish with them even outside of this. My boater, Lewis Jordan, we go over to his home lake and go fishing, and also go camping with him other times throughout the year.
I've been to Fishing for Freedom every year. I've watched it grow from starting out with 60 warriors to about 300. I come every year just to, be able to fish, meet people, and appreciation from the community and all the hard work and efforts that everybody puts together for it.
Look forward to it every single year. It's nice to give back to some of the veterans, and plus I love to fish, so it's always a good time. These guys do a great job putting this together.
One thing positive can lead to 2, can lead to 3, can lead to a complete turnaround of your life. And God willing, we can all come together. I really got to thank them for everything. Appreciate it.
Coming back every year. Hope you had a good time out there today on fishing. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your service. Get yourself parked. Come on back.
Yeah, if that doesn't hit home, I don't know what does. Again, happy Veterans Day. And I'm asking you to come help us at that event. Be a boater. You take a veteran out for a time. A lot of these veterans don't get a chance to go on the water, go fishing. As you see in the video, it's changed people's lives. It's saved lives. So again, we average around 300 veterans and over 200 boaters, from bass to crappie to catfish. And again, we'd love to have you come help us. Quincy, Illinois, June 1st, Fishing for Freedom. If you have any questions at all, registration will start after the new year. And again, we're asking you to help give back, and there's no better way to give back than that. So, all righty, I'm out. Have a good rest of your weekend. We'll see you Monday night at 7 live for the Twisted Cat podcast. All right, enjoy your weekend.